Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Thank you for choosing to spend this time right here, right now, in this quiet moment. Find yourself a comfortable position. Maybe you're lying on your back arms, resting gently by your sides. Or perhaps you're curled on your side, holding a soft pillow close. Whatever feels right for your body, whatever helps you settle in. You don't need to do anything at all. You don't need to think or remember or accomplish anything. Just listen. And if you drift off to sleep somewhere along the way, that's perfectly fine. In fact, that's exactly what we hope for. Tonight, we're going on a journey together. A gentle, peaceful journey through our Earth, this beautiful blue planet that holds us all. But these aren't stories filled with tension or urgency. These aren't dry facts or overwhelming details. These are soft truths, like a breeze through leaves, like moonlight on water, like waves washing onto sand. These stories will cradle you. They'll wrap around you like a warm blanket. They'll guide you into a deep, restful sleep. Let your shoulders drop now. Just let them fall naturally, effortlessly, like flower petals closing as evening comes. Release any tension you're holding there. Let it go. Relax your jaw. Let your lips part slightly. Your tongue can rest easy in your mouth. Nothing needs to be tight or tense. Everything can soften. Close your eyes if you haven't already, or if they're still open, let them gaze softly at nothing in particular. No need to focus. Just let your eyelids grow heavy in their own time. Breathe normally. There's no special way to breathe right now. Just notice the breath as it comes and goes. In and out, like the ocean tide. Steady and endless and calm. Right now, in this moment, you're safe. You're held. You're exactly where you need to be. Outside these walls, there might be worries waiting, tasks left undone, things that need attention. But all of that can wait until morning. Right now, this time belongs only to you. Time to rest. Time to let go. Planet Earth. Such a familiar name. We've lived on it every day of our lives. But when was the last time you paused to really feel the miracle of it? The quiet wonder of this place we call home. Tonight we'll move slowly, very slowly. We'll explore small details and gentle truths. We'll talk about water and air, about light and darkness, about things that have existed for billions of years before we arrived, and will remain for billions more after we're gone. Ancient things, eternal things, things that might make you feel small, but also held by something much larger than yourself. You don't need to try to understand everything. You don't need to remember each detail. Just let the words and images and feelings flow through your mind like water flowing over smooth stones. Gentle, easy, no effort required. And if your eyelids grow heavier, if you feel your body sinking deeper into the surface beneath you, if your thoughts start to blur and drift, welcome it. Don't fight it. Don't try to stay alert. Let sleep come to you the way dawn comes, slowly, naturally, inevitably. We have all night ahead of us. Whether you hear everything or only these first few minutes doesn't matter at all. The only thing that matters is that you relax, that you trust, that you let go. So let's begin, very slowly, very softly, a journey through the home we're living on, this magnificent planet. Let me tell you about Earth, and everything begins with water. Water, it covers most of our world. It fills our cells. It falls from the sky and rises from the sea. And Earth is the only place we know in the entire universe where water exists in all three forms at once. solid ice, liquid oceans, invisible vapor rising into the air. Think about that for a moment. In all the vastness of space, with billions upon billions of stars and planets scattered across the cosmos, our Earth is special. It's the one place where water dances between these three states, shifting and changing, never disappearing, always transforming. 71% of our planet's surface is covered by water. If you could see Earth from space, you'd understand why astronauts call it the blue marble. Swirls of white clouds drift across vast expanses of deep blue ocean. The land masses look almost like afterthoughts, small islands floating in an endless sea. These oceans are ancient. They've been here for billions of years, cradling the first tiny sparks of life, supporting everything that followed. The water is deep, some places deeper than the highest mountains are tall. In these depths, currents flow like rivers massive, streams of water moving slowly, steadily, year after year, century after century. There's a current that circles Antarctica, called the Antarctic Circumpolar Current. It's been flowing for millions of years, moving water around and around the bottom of the world. No beginning, no end. Just endless patient circulation, like a heartbeat, like breathing, in and out, around and around forever. The water in our oceans holds memory. The same water that fills the Pacific today has been here since the beginning. It's the same water that filled ancient seas when dinosaurs walked the earth. The same water that the first fish swam through. Nothing is lost. Nothing is wasted. And here's something beautiful. The total amount of water on Earth hasn't changed in billions of years. Not a single drop has been added or taken away. Every glass of water you've ever drunk, every rain that's fallen on your face, every ocean wave that's ever crashed on a beach, it's all the same water cycling endlessly through the world. Right now, somewhere, water is evaporating from a warm ocean surface, tiny molecules lifting up one by one so light they float. They rise into the air invisible, carried by gentle winds. As they climb higher into the cooler atmosphere, they begin to cluster together around microscopic specks of dust or salt. Slowly, these droplets form clouds, not all at once, but gradually, the way dawn gradually brightens the sky. White clouds, gray clouds, towering thunderheads, or thin wisps like brushstrokes. Each cloud is billions upon billions of water droplets suspended in the air so light they float rather than fall. The clouds drift with the wind. They travel across oceans, over mountains, above cities and forests and deserts. And when conditions are right, when the droplets grow heavy enough, they begin to fall. Rain. Each raindrop makes its own journey down. Some fall into the ocean they came from. Some land on leaves and eventually drip to the forest floor. Some are caught by rivers that carry them across continents, but all of them eventually make their way back to the sea. This is the water cycle, and it never stops. Not for a moment, not for a million years. Evaporation to clouds, to rain to rivers, to oceans over and over, an eternal circle. The same water traveling the same paths, patient and tireless. The water you drank this morning might have once been rain that fell on ancient Rome. It might have been part of the Indian Ocean 1,000 years ago. It might have been locked in a glacier during the Ice Age, then melted and flowed down a mountain stream. The same water moving through time, connecting everything. And tonight, while you sleep, this cycle continues. Somewhere rain is falling, somewhere clouds are forming, somewhere rivers are flowing toward the sea. The earth breathes water in and out, and you're part of that rhythm too. Your body is mostly water. About 60% of you is the same substance that fills the oceans. You carry a tiny ocean inside you. Your blood flows like rivers through your veins. When you cry, you release water that might have once been part of a cloud. When you sweat, that moisture joins the air and might someday become rain. You're not separate from the water cycle. You're part of it, intimately connected to every ocean, every cloud, every raindrop that has ever existed. The boundaries between you and the world dissolve when you realize this. You're made of the same substance that covers most of the planet. You're held by it, sustained by it. Listen for a moment to the sound of water in your imagination. Maybe the gentle lapping of waves against a shore, or rain pattering softly on a roof, or a stream trickling over smooth stones. Let that sound fill your mind. Let it wash away any remaining tension. The ocean currents are still flowing. The rain is still falling somewhere. The rivers are still moving toward the sea. And you can rest now, knowing that these ancient patterns continue steady and unchanging, requiring nothing from you. Just breath in and out like the tide, in and out, and let yourself sink deeper the way a stone sinks slowly through clear water, down and down into peaceful depths. You are held by water. You are made of water. You are safe. Breathe in, right now without thinking about it. Your lungs are filling with air. Oxygen flows into your bloodstream, reaching every cell in your body. You don't have to remember to breathe. You don't have to try. It simply happens over and over, keeping you alive. And here's something wonderful. Every breath you take is a gift from the earth itself, from tiny organisms you've never seen, from trees standing silent in forests, from plants and algae working quietly, endlessly, asking nothing in return. Most people think the Amazon rainforest produces most of our oxygen. They call it the lungs of the earth. And while the Amazon is magnificent breathing and green and vital, most of the oxygen you're breathing right now came from somewhere else entirely. From the ocean, floating in the sunlit surface, waters are countless microscopic organisms called phytoplankton. They're so small, you could hold millions of them in a single drop of seawater. You can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there drifting in the currents, catching sunlight, quietly creating oxygen. These tiny beings produce between 50 and 80% of the oxygen on Earth, more than all the rainforests combined, more than all the grasslands and meadows and gardens. The ocean, which seems so empty and blue, is actually breathing for us. Every wave that rolls and breaks is part of a living system that keeps us alive. Imagine that. The next breath you take, and the one after that, comes largely from organisms so small you've never noticed them. From the vast patient ocean, they've been doing this work for millions of years long, before humans existed, and they'll continue long after we're gone. But the trees are working too. A single mature oak tree produces enough oxygen in 1 year to support 2 people. Just one tree, and there are approximately 3 trillion trees on Earth. 3 trillion silent companions standing in forests and parks and gardens, breathing out what we need to breathe in. 3 trillion trees. Try to picture that number. It's almost impossible, but they're all out there right now while you lie here in the dark. Their leaves are catching moonlight or sunlight, depending on where they stand. Their roots are drawing water from the soil, and they're releasing oxygen steadily, generously, never stopping. The Amazon rainforest stretches across much of South America. It's so vast that if you flew over it, you could travel for hours and see nothing but green canopy below. Millions upon millions of trees, layered and tangled and dense. It creates its own weather patterns, its own rivers in the sky. Moisture rises from the leaves and forms clouds that rain back down a cycle within a cycle. When you're inside a rainforest, the air feels different. It's thick and humid and alive. You can almost feel the oxygen being created around you. Every leaf is a small factory taking in carbon dioxide and sunlight and water, transforming them through an ancient process into the sugar the tree needs and the oxygen that spills out as a byproduct. A byproduct. That's what oxygen is to plants. Something they don't need, so they release it. And we breathe it in gratefully, constantly. What they discard is what keeps us alive. A perfect exchange. A gift given without intention, but received with every breath. In forests everywhere, not just the Amazon. There's a sound that has soothed humans for thousands of years. The rustling of leaves in wind. It's not loud or dramatic. It's gentle, continuous, like distant waves or soft rain. Scientists have found that this sound actually calms our nervous system. Hearing leaves rustle makes our heart rate slow and our breathing deepen. Perhaps it's because we evolved in forests. Our ancestors sought shelter under trees, found food from their branches, rested in their shade. The sound of the wind through leaves meant safety. It meant home. And somewhere deep in our bodies, we still remember. We still feel that ancient peace when we hear it. Tonight, even if you're far from any forest, you can imagine that sound. Picture yourself lying beneath a broad oak or maple. The leaves above you are moving gently in a breeze. They whisper and sigh. Light filters down through them in dappled patterns. You're resting on soft moss or grass. The air smells of earth and green growing things. The tree above you is breathing, slowly, steadily, the way trees do. It's been breathing like this for decades, maybe centuries, long before you were born. It will breathe long after you're gone. Right now, in this moment, you share the air. What you breathe out, the tree breathes in. What the tree breathes out, you breathe in. You're connected in this simple, profound way. All over the world, this exchange is happening. In tropical rainforests, where it never stops raining. In northern pine forests, where snow weighs down the branches. In dry savannas, where acacia trees stand scattered and alone. Every photosynthesizing plant is part of this global breathing. The whole earth inhales and exhales, and we're part of that rhythm. You don't need to think about breathing. Your body knows how. Just as the trees know how, just as the phytoplankton know how. It's automatic, effortless, a gift that renews itself with every moment. Breathe in the oxygen that has traveled from ocean or forest to reach you. Breathe out carbon dioxide that will feed a plant somewhere. You're part of the cycle, part of the breathing earth. Let your breath slow down now. There's no hurry. The trees and the ocean will keep producing oxygen, whether you rush or rest. They're patient. They're steady. They're always there quietly, working, asking nothing. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Feel your chest and belly expand. Hold it gently for a moment, then release it slowly, letting it all go. Again, slow and easy, like the wind moving through a forest, like the rhythm of leaves, in and out, in and out. You are held by breath, surrounded by oxygen, safe in the earth's gentle care. The forests are breathing for you. You can rest now. Every morning the sun rises, not suddenly, but gradually. Darkness softens into gray, then pink, then gold. Light spreads across the horizon, like watercolor bleeding across paper. Slow, inevitable, beautiful. Our sun is a star, just one among billions in the galaxy. But it's our star, perfectly sized, perfectly distanced, perfectly steady. It's been burning for about 4.5 billion years, and it will keep burning for billions more. Patient, reliable, always there. The sun sits 93 million miles away from us. In metric, that's about 150 million kilometers. It sounds impossibly far, and yet it's exactly the right distance. Any closer, and we'd burn. Any farther, and we'd freeze. Earth orbits in what scientists call the habitable zone, the Goldilocks distance, where everything is just right. Here's something extraordinary. When you look at the sun, you're seeing it as it was 8 minutes and 20 seconds ago. That's how long light takes to travel from the sun's surface to your eyes. You're looking into the past, the present sun, the one burning right now in this very moment, you won't see for another 8 minutes. Light travels faster than anything else in the universe, and yet even at that incredible speed, it takes more than 8 minutes to reach us. Space is vast. The distances are profound. But the sun's light makes that journey faithfully every day, warming our skin, brightening our world, making life possible. Our atmosphere is like a shield, a protective blanket wrapped around the earth. When sunlight passes through it, the atmosphere filters out most of the harmful ultraviolet radiation that would damage our cells and burn our skin. It lets through the warmth, the visible light, the gentle rays that help plants grow and give us vitamin D, but it blocks what would hurt us. We're protected without even knowing it. Every moment of every day, the atmosphere is working silently, overhead letting in what helps and blocking what harms. You don't have to think about it or manage it or worry. It simply happens. The earth takes care of us. The sky itself is blue because of the atmosphere. When sunlight enters it, the blue wavelengths scatter in all directions, painting the sky that peaceful color we know so well. At sunset and sunrise, the light has to travel through more atmosphere to reach our eyes. The blue scatters away completely, leaving behind the reds and oranges and pinks and purples that make those times of day so breathtaking. Think about a sunset you've seen. Maybe you were at the beach watching the sun sink toward the ocean, or on a hilltop with the sky spreading wide in every direction, or just looking out your window at the end of an ordinary day. The colors bloomed across the sky, shifting and deepening. Clouds caught fire with pink and gold. The whole world seemed to pause and glow. That happens because of the precise way light interacts with air, because of the angle of the sun and the distance the light travels, because of physics and atmosphere and the particular position of Earth in space. But knowing the science doesn't diminish the beauty. If anything, it deepens it. The sunset is both explanation and mystery, both understood and miraculous. At dawn, the reverse happens. Darkness gradually surrenders to light. The eastern horizon brightens first. Birds begin to sing before the sun appears. They sense the coming light somehow, and they greet it with their voices. Then the rim of the sun crests the horizon, and day begins again. It's happened billions of times. It will happen billions more. During the day, the sun moves across the sky. Not really moving, of course. The Earth is rotating on its axis, carrying us through space at over 1,000 miles per hour. But we don't feel the motion. We only see the sun traveling overhead, reliable as clockwork, predictable as breathing. When night comes and the sun disappears below the horizon, the sky reveals something even more ancient. Stars, thousands of them visible to the naked eye, millions more through telescopes, billions beyond that stretching into the depths of space. Each star is another sun, some smaller than ours, some vastly larger, some younger, some older, some already dead, though their light still reaches us. When you look at stars, you're looking backwards in time. The light from the nearest star, other than our sun, takes over 4 years to reach Earth. Other stars are hundreds or thousands or millions of light years away. Their light has been traveling through the void for longer than human civilization has existed, for longer than our species has walked the Earth. That ancient light finally arrives, here reaches your eyes, and lets you see across impossible distances to fires burning in the darkness. On a clear night, far from city lights, the Milky Way stretches across the sky like a river of stars. That's our galaxy, seen from inside. We're part of it, one small solar system among hundreds of billions. The stars you see are our neighbors, relatively speaking, all part of the same cosmic structure, all bound together by gravity, all spinning slowly around a common center. Humans have looked at these same stars for thousands of years. Ancient people navigated by them, told stories about them, built monuments aligned with their movements. The stars connected us to something larger than ourselves. They reminded us that we're part of a vast, mysterious, beautiful universe. Tonight, even if you can't see the stars through your ceiling, they're up there. The sun is shining on the other side of the world. Light is traveling through space at this very moment, 8 minutes away from reaching Earth. The sky is doing its work, filtering and protecting. The colors of tomorrow's sunrise are already determined by the physics of atmosphere and light. You don't need to understand it all. You don't need to hold on to these facts. Just know that you're held under a sky that has sheltered life for billions of years, warmed by a sun that burns steady and true, surrounded by starlight older than memory. Close your eyes now. Picture a peaceful twilight. The sun has just set, and the sky is deep blue, not quite dark. The first stars are appearing. A gentle breeze moves the air. You're lying on soft grass, watching the light fade, and the stars emerge one by one. The earth turns slowly beneath you. The sun continues its ancient burning. The stars shine in the darkness, and you are safe. You are small. You are part of everything. Let the gentle light hold you. Let yourself drift like clouds across an endless sky. Right now, as you lie there, the earth is holding you. You can feel it if you pay attention. The surface beneath you supporting your weight. Your body pressing down gently, and the ground pressing back up, meeting you exactly where you are. This is gravity, the softest, most constant embrace you've ever known. Gravity is actually the weakest, of the four fundamental forces in the universe. Electromagnetism is stronger, the strong nuclear force is stronger, even the weak nuclear force outmatches it. And yet gravity is strong enough to keep you here, strong enough to keep you safe. If Earth's gravity were stronger, you'd feel heavy, pressed down, exhausted by the simple act of standing. If it were weaker, you'd float away untethered, lost to the void of space. But it's neither too strong nor too weak. It's exactly right, just enough to hold you gently but firmly, just enough to let you move freely while keeping you grounded. Take a moment to feel it now. Notice how your shoulders rest against what's beneath you, how your head is supported, how your legs and arms and back are all being held up, carried, cradled. You don't have to work to stay in place. You don't have to grip or cling or strain. Gravity does it for you, asking nothing in return. This same force that holds you is holding everything. The atmosphere that surrounds our planet, all those miles of air stacked up above us, doesn't drift away into space because gravity keeps it close. Every breath you take stays near the Earth because of this gentle pulling. The air molecules are light enough to move and swirl and create weather, but heavy enough to remain bound to the planet. Perfect balance. The oceans, too, are held by gravity. All that water, trillions upon trillions of gallons, stays pressed against the Earth's surface instead of floating off into the darkness. Gravity curves the water around the sphere of our planet, creating those beautiful blue expanses that cover most of the world. The waves rise and fall, the tides come and go, but the ocean never leaves us. Gravity makes sure of that. And the moon, our companion in the sky, it's been orbiting Earth for over 4 billion years, held in a gravitational dance. The moon pulls on us, and we pull on it, locked together, spinning slowly around each other. That pulling creates the tides, the rhythm of high and low water that's been beating like a pulse since before there was life on land. The moon wants to fly off in a straight line, the way all moving objects do. But Earth's gravity bends its path into a circle, keeps it near, keeps it orbiting, month after month, year after year, millennium after millennium, dancing together through space, never touching, but never parting. Everything pulls on everything else. That's what gravity is. Your body pulls on the Earth, though so slightly that it can't be measured. The Earth pulls on you much more strongly because it's so much more massive. But the pulling goes both ways. You're connected to the planet not just by standing on it, but by this invisible thread of attraction that can never be broken. Right now, you're also pulling on the moon infinitesimally, and on the sun, and on every star in the sky, and they're all pulling back on you. The universe is connected by these invisible lines of force, everything attracting everything else, distant and faint, but real. You're woven into the fabric of space itself. Gravity is why you can rest, why you can let go. You don't have to hold yourself in place or prevent yourself from drifting away. The Earth does that for you. It's been doing it since the moment you were born. It will keep doing it for your entire life. Constant, faithful, never asking for thanks or acknowledgement. When you were a baby, before you understood anything else you knew, gravity, you felt it when you were held in someone's arms. You felt it when you lay in your crib. It was the first force you ever experienced, the first thing that taught you where down was where stability was where safety could be found. Gravity was your first teacher. And now, as an adult, you still rely on it completely. You trust it without thinking. You know that if you set something down, it will stay there. If you lie down, you won't drift off. If you close your eyes, you'll still be here. When you open them again, that trust is so deep, it's unconscious. Gravity has never let you down. Not once. Not ever. Let yourself feel heavier now. Not uncomfortably heavy, just weighted, grounded. Allow your body to sink more deeply into whatever's supporting you. Your shoulders, your hips, your legs. Let them all grow heavier. Let gravity pull gently on every part of you, drawing you down, anchoring you. Imagine you're sinking very slowly into a soft cloud, or into warm sand, or into the most comfortable bed imaginable. Sinking and sinking, always supported, never falling, just settling into a deeper and deeper rest. Gravity is pulling you down into sleep, down into peace, down into the quiet dark. There's something comforting about weight, isn't there? About being held down rather than floating loose. Babies sleep better when they're swaddled, when they feel the gentle pressure around them. Adults use weighted blankets for the same reason. That sense of being held, of being contained, of being connected to something solid and real. Gravity gives us that, not through fabric or someone's arms, but through the fundamental structure of space and time. The Earth's mass curves space around it, and that curvature holds us close. We're embraced by the geometry of the universe itself. You are held, you are safe, you are exactly where you need to be, pressed gently against the surface of a planet that will never let you go. The same gravity that keeps the moon in orbit and the oceans in place is cradling you right now, reliable as sunrise, constant as breath. Let yourself sink deeper. Feel the support beneath you. Feel how completely you can relax when you trust that you'll be held. Every muscle can soften, every bone can rest. Gravity will do the work. You can simply be. The earth is holding you. It has always held you. It will hold you through the night and into the morning. You are safe in its gentle, unbreakable embrace. Let gravity pull you down into sleep, down into rest, down into peace. The earth is spinning. Right now beneath you, under your bed or chair, or wherever you're resting, the ground is moving. If you're near the equator, you're traveling at over 1,000 miles per hour, 1,040 miles per hour. To be exact, in kilometers, that's about 1,670. But you don't feel it. Do you? Everything around you is moving at exactly the same speed. The air, the walls, the trees outside the clouds above. All of it spinning together so smoothly that there's no sensation of movement at all. Just stillness, just peace. This spinning creates day and night, the most reliable rhythm in our lives. Every 24 hours, almost exactly, the Earth completes one full rotation, one turn on its axis. Morning comes, afternoon follows, evening arrives, night falls, and then morning comes again, over and over. It's been happening for billions of years. You can count on it. You can trust it completely. No matter what changes in your life, no matter what happens or doesn't happen, the sun will rise tomorrow. Light will return. The cycle will continue. There is something deeply comforting in that certainty, isn't there? The earth spins like a top, but this top never wobbles or slows down in any way you'd notice. In a lifetime, it's been spinning at nearly the same speed since the planet formed. Steady, dependable, like a cosmic clock that never needs winding. Our planet doesn't spin straight up and down, though. It tilts. The axis it spins on is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. Imagine a spinning top leaning slightly to one side. That's Earth. And that gentle tilt creates something beautiful, the seasons. As we orbit the sun over the course of a year, sometimes the northern half of Earth leans toward the sun, and sometimes the southern half does. When your hemisphere tilts toward the sun, you get summer, longer days, more direct sunlight warmth. When it tilts away, you get winter, shorter days, softer sunlight cold. Spring and autumn are the times in between the transitions when neither hemisphere is tilted very much toward or away. Everything balances. Day and night become almost equal in length. The word equinox means equal night. Twice a year, the whole world experiences this balance together. The seasons turn as predictably as day turns to night. Summer flows into autumn, autumn into winter, winter into spring, spring back to summer, around and around. A larger cycle within the cycle of days. You've seen this pattern your whole life. You know it in your bones. There's something peaceful about predictable change. It's not stagnation where everything stays the same forever. That would be suffocating. But it's not chaos either, where anything could happen at any moment. That would be frightening. Instead, it's rhythm, pattern. Things change, but in ways you can anticipate, in ways that make sense. When it's winter, you know spring will come. When summer grows hot, you know autumn's coolness is ahead. Nothing lasts forever, but nothing is truly lost either. Everything returns. The warm days will come back. The flowers will bloom again. The leaves will green again. Just wait. Just trust the turning. Right now, somewhere on Earth, the sun is rising. People are waking, starting their days, seeing light spread across their part of the world. And somewhere else, the sun is setting. People are ending their days, watching the sky turn colors, preparing for rest. Night and day are happening simultaneously, always just in different places. While you sleep tonight, half the world will be awake. The sun will shine on oceans and cities and forests. Life will continue. And then, as you wake tomorrow, other people across the globe will be settling into their own sleep. The cycle continues. Someone is always waking. Someone is always resting. The earth spins and carries us all through this dance. There's something comforting about being part of something so much larger than yourself. You're not separate from this spinning planet. You're on it moving, with it held by it as it turns. You're participating in this cosmic rhythm, whether you think about it or not. Every sunrise you've ever seen, the earth turned to bring you that light. Every sunset, the earth turned to carry you into darkness. You didn't have to do anything. You didn't have to try. The planet did the work. It always has. It always will. Tomorrow morning, when light begins to seep around your curtains or through your windows, it's not really that the sun is rising. It's that the earth has turned once more to face the sun. Your little patch of ground has rotated back around to the daylight side. The sun never went anywhere. It's been shining steadily the whole time. We're the ones who turned away and then turned back. Day and night, night and day. The oldest rhythm. The first cycle you ever knew. Even before you were born, while you floated in darkness, the world outside was spinning through days and nights, preparing for your arrival. And it will keep spinning long after you're gone, carrying others through their own days and nights. their own summers and winters. You're held by this rotation, carried by it. The turning of the earth is rocking you like a cradle so slowly you can't feel it, but constantly, endlessly. You're being rocked right now, have been your whole life, will be until your last moment. Let yourself feel that now. Imagine you're being gently rocked the way a parent rocks a child, slow and steady, back and forth, except it's around and around. The earth turning beneath you, carrying you through space, carrying you through time, carrying you from waking into sleeping, from light into dark, from today into tomorrow. You don't have to hold on. You don't have to steer or control or manage anything. The earth knows what it's doing. It's been doing this for 4.5 billion years. It knows how to turn. It knows how to carry you safely through the night and back into morning. Rest now. Let the spinning planet rock you. Let the reliable rhythm of day and night reassure you. Everything is cycling as it should. Everything is turning as it must. You are exactly where you belong, moving through space at 1,000 miles an hour, and yet perfectly, completely still. The earth turns. The cycle continues, and you can sleep trusting that morning will come, that light will return, that everything moves in patterns you can count on. Let the turning carry you deeper. Let the rhythm pull you down into rest. Day will become night. Night will become day, and you will be held through all of it. Look up on a clear night, and you'll see it. The moon, our only natural satellite, our companion in the darkness. It's been there circling Earth for more than 4.5 billion years, almost as long as the planet itself has existed. Faithful, constant, never leaving. The moon is unusually large for a satellite. Most moons in our solar system are tiny compared to their planets, like pebbles next to boulders. But our moon is about 1/4 the diameter of Earth. Substantial, significant, a true companion rather than a distant follower. And because of its size, because of its presence, the moon does something remarkable. It stabilizes us. Earth's axis, that tilted line we spin around, could wobble much more than it does. Without the moon's gravitational pull, keeping us steady, our tilt could shift dramatically over time. Seasons would become unpredictable. Climate would swing wildly. Life as we know it might never have developed. But the moon is there, has always been there, holding us steady, keeping our tilt stable, creating the reliable pattern of seasons that allowed life to flourish and adapt and eventually become us. We owe our existence in part to this silent guardian in the sky. The moon doesn't create its own light. It can't. It's made of rock, cold and airless and dark. But it reflects. When sunlight falls on its gray surface, that light bounces back toward us. What we call moonlight is actually sunlight that has traveled 93 million miles from the sun struck the moon and reflected the 250,000 miles down to Earth. Secondhand sunlight, borrowed light, but no less beautiful for that. Perhaps more beautiful, actually, because it's softer, gentler. The moon takes the sun's blazing light and transforms it into something that doesn't hurt to look at, something that soothes rather than burns. Moonlight is cool and silver. It casts soft shadows. It makes familiar landscapes look mysterious and dreamlike. Poets and lovers and wanderers have walked by moonlight for thousands of years, feeling something that daylight never quite provides, a sense of magic, of quiet possibility, of peace. The moon moves around Earth in an ellipse, sometimes closer, sometimes farther. When it's closest and full, we call it a supermoon. It looks larger and brighter than usual. When it's farthest and full, it seems smaller though, still beautiful. But whether near or far, it keeps orbiting, month after month. The word month comes from moon. One cycle of lunar phases takes about 29 and a half days. New moon, when the moon is between Earth and Sun, and we can't see it at all. Then a thin crescent appears, growing night by night. First quarter, when half the moon is lit, then gibbous, more than half. Then full when the entire face we can see is illuminated. Then it wanes, shrinking back through gibbous and quarter, and crescent to new again. This cycle has marked time for humans since we first looked up. Before calendars, before clocks, before written history, people tracked the months by watching the moon change, planting and harvesting, celebrating and mourning, all timed to lunar phases. The moon was our first timekeeper, and the moon pulls on us, not just metaphorically, but actually. Its gravity reaches across space and tugs on Earth. It pulls on the solid ground, but that's too rigid to move much. It pulls on the air, but that's too light to notice. But it pulls on the oceans, and the oceans respond. Twice a day, the tides rise and fall. Water rises up the beach, then retreats. Harbors fill and empty. Tide pools appear and disappear. This is the moon's doing. The ocean nearest the moon gets pulled slightly toward it, creating a bulge of water. On the opposite side of Earth, another bulge forms. As the Earth rotates under these bulges, any given beach experiences high tide, then low tide, then high tide again. The breathing of the ocean, in and out, in and out. The moon conducts. This breath has been conducting it for billions of years, long before there were beaches or harbors or people to notice. The tides were rising and falling. The moon was pulling and the ocean was responding. An ancient conversation between two celestial bodies. Creatures evolved in response to tides. Crabs and starfish and anemones, their entire life cycles synchronized to the rhythm of high and low water. Horseshoe crabs come ashore to lay eggs during the highest spring tides. Grunion fish do the same. The moon reaches down through space and influences life on Earth in tangible, profound ways. Even humans feel something, though. Scientists debate what exactly. We're mostly water, after all. If the moon can pull on oceans, why not on us? Some people swear they sleep differently during full moons. Others say they feel more energized or more emotional. Perhaps it's real. Perhaps it's imagination. Perhaps there's no difference between those two things. What's certain is that humans have always felt a connection to the moon. We've told stories about it, worshipped it, used it to navigate oceans and deserts. The same moon that you see tonight has been seen by every human who ever lived. Your ancestors looked at that moon. Ancient peoples and civilizations you've only read about looked at that moon. It's a connection across time. Tonight, whether you can see the moon or not, it's up there, moving slowly across the sky, following its ancient path around our planet, reflecting sunlight down onto forests and cities and oceans, creating tides, stabilizing our axis, being exactly what it has always been, a companion, a guardian, a light in the darkness. You are not alone on this planet. Earth itself is not alone in space. We have the moon, always there, always circling, never leaving. For 4.5 billion years, it has kept watch. For 4.5 billion more, it will continue. Close your eyes and picture moonlight, silver light falling on your face, your hands, the ground around you. cool and gentle, not demanding attention like sunlight, but offering it quietly. Light that invites rest rather than activity. Light that says it's okay to be still. It's okay to dream. The moon is there in the sky right now, whether you see it or not, pulling on the oceans, holding Earth steady, shining borrowed light down onto a sleeping world. You can rest knowing that this ancient companion is still doing what it's always done, keeping watch, staying faithful, circling endlessly in the darkness, a friend to all of Earth. Let the moon's gentle light fill your mind. Let its patient circling soothe you. It has all the time in the world. So do you. Rest now. There's something surrounding you right now that you cannot see or feel or touch. Something invisible that wraps around the entire Earth like a protective cocoon. The magnetic field. It extends thousands of miles out into space, far beyond where the atmosphere ends. A vast bubble of magnetism that shields our planet from harm. You've lived your entire life inside this shield without ever knowing it was there, without ever having to think about it or thank it or even believe in it. But it's real, and it's saving your life every single day. The sun, our warm and gentle star, is also dangerous. It constantly sends out streams of charged particles, a wind of electrons and protons racing through space at tremendous speeds. This solar wind could strip away our atmosphere. It could damage the delicate molecules that make up living things. It could make Earth as barren as Mars, but it doesn't, because the magnetic field deflects it. The charged particles from the sun reach Earth's magnetic bubble, and most of them are guided around us, flowing past the planet like water flowing around a stone in a stream. We're protected without ever knowing we were in danger. Deep inside the Earth, about 2,000 miles down, there's a core of molten iron and nickel. It's unimaginably hot down there, as hot as the surface of the sun. This liquid metal is constantly moving, churning and flowing in massive currents. And as it moves, it creates electric currents. And those electric currents create magnetism. This has been happening for billions of years. The core has been spinning and churning and generating Earth's magnetic field since the planet was young. No one built it. No one maintains it. It simply happens, a natural consequence of a spinning planet with a molten metal heart. That heart beats for you, protects you, keeps the dangerous particles from space at bay, while letting through the sunlight and warmth you need. It's been doing this work since before there was life on Earth. It will continue long after we're gone. The magnetic field doesn't just shield us, it also shows us where north is. Compasses work because their needles are tiny magnets, and they align themselves with Earth's magnetic field. For centuries, sailors and explorers and travelers have used this invisible force to find their way. The field guides birds as they migrate thousands of miles. It helps sea turtles navigate across entire oceans. You have this guidance available to you too, always. No matter where you are on Earth, the magnetic field surrounds you, offering direction. North is always there. You're never truly lost, while the Earth holds you in its magnetic embrace. Sometimes something beautiful happens. When the solar wind is particularly strong, when the sun sends out a burst of extra particles, some of them manage to funnel down along the magnetic field lines near the poles. They interact with gases in our atmosphere, and they create light. The aurora, the northern lights and southern lights, curtains of green and pink and purple, rippling across the polar skies, flowing like silk, dancing like flames. These lights are proof of the shield. They show us where the solar particles are meeting our magnetic field, where the protection is happening. People travel to Alaska, to Norway, to Iceland, to Antarctica, just to see the aurora. They stand in the freezing dark and watch the sky come alive with color. It's one of the most beautiful sights on Earth, and it's a reminder that we're protected, that the planet is working right now to keep us safe. You don't have to travel to the poles to benefit from this protection, though. The magnetic field covers the entire planet. It's above you right now, around you. It has been there every moment of your life. When you were born, it was there. On your happiest days and your hardest days, it was there. Tonight, as you fall asleep, it's still there. You never have to worry about solar radiation. You never have to think about charged particles from space. The Earth handles it quietly, constantly, the way a parent protects a child without the child even knowing there was danger. There is something deeply comforting about protection. You don't have to arrange or manage or maintain. It just is. The magnetic field requires nothing from you. It asks for no gratitude or acknowledgement. It simply does its job, has always done its job, will always do its job. Imagine being wrapped in an invisible cloak that nothing harmful can penetrate. A force field that's always on, always working, always sufficient. You're inside that right now. Have been your whole life. Will be for as long as you live. The Earth's core, that churning heart of molten metal deep below, beats steadily in the darkness. It has never stopped. It never rests. And from that constant motion comes this constant protection. Deep calls to deep. The center of the planet reaches up through thousands of miles of rock and water and air to create a shield in space. You are held within that shield, enclosed, protected. Nothing from out there can reach you here. The vacuum of space, the radiation of stars, the hostile solar wind, all of it is kept at bay. You're in a bubble of safety, floating through a universe that could be dangerous, but isn't dangerous for you. Not here, not on Earth. At night when the sky is dark and you can see stars, remember that there's an invisible shield between you and them. Remember that you're protected from things you'll never see or understand. Remember that the planet itself is taking care of you the way it has taken care of all life for billions of years. The magnetic field is like a lullaby you can't hear. It's like a hand you can't feel gently placed on your forehead. It's like a promise that was made long before you existed and will be kept long after you're gone. You are safe. You have always been safe. You will continue to be safe. Let that knowledge settle over you now, like a warm blanket. You don't have to protect yourself from the cosmos. Earth is doing that for you. You don't have to worry about invisible dangers from space. The magnetic field has it handled. All you have to do is rest. All you have to do is be. The planet, the faithful planet, will take care of everything else. Deep beneath you, the core churns. Far above you, the magnetic field extends. And here in between, you lie safe and sound, protected by forces older than memory, held by the Earth's invisible embrace. You are shielded. You are guarded. You are safe. Let yourself sink into that safety. Let it hold you as you drift towards sleep. Beneath you right now is soil, earth, ground, dirt. It seems so simple, doesn't it? just brown stuff, something you walk on and barely notice, something that gets on your shoes. But soil is one of the most complex and miraculous substances on the planet, and it's alive in ways you might never have imagined. Pick up a handful of soil, a single handful. In that small amount, there are more living organisms than there are people on Earth. More than 8 billion creatures, bacteria by the billions, fungi spreading their tiny threads, microscopic animals called nematodes, protozoa, mites, springtails, all living, all working, all part of an invisible world beneath our feet. These organisms aren't just existing, they're working, constantly, tirelessly. They break down dead leaves and fallen branches. They decompose what was once alive and transform it into nutrients that living plants can use. Death becomes life, again and again. An endless cycle of transformation happening in the darkness of the soil. Nothing is wasted in soil. Nothing is truly lost. A leaf falls from a tree in autumn. It lies on the ground through winter. Come spring, it's no longer a leaf. It's been broken down, taken apart, molecule by molecule, and returned to the earth. The tree will draw those same molecules up through its roots next summer. The tree becomes the leaf again. This has been happening for hundreds of millions of years, since plants first moved onto land, since the first leaves fell, and the first organisms learned to break them down. The same elements cycling through the same patterns over and over, supporting an endless succession of life. Soil takes a long time to form. It doesn't happen quickly. Rock must weather and crack. Rain and ice must work at it year after year. Eventually, the rock becomes smaller pieces, becomes sand, becomes mixed with organic matter from plants and animals. Slowly, over hundreds or thousands of years, soil deepens. The soil you're resting on or near right now took millennia to create. Every inch of it represents centuries of patient natural processes, wind and water and temperature changes, and living things all working together, gradually turning rock into the rich, dark earth that grows food and supports forests and holds the roots of everything green. And those roots, underground, invisible to us, there's an entire world of roots spreading through the soil. Some go deep, searching for water far below. Some spread wide anchoring trees against wind. Some are thick, some are finer than hair, but all of them are reaching, exploring, connecting. In forests, tree roots often intertwine. They touch and merge, and in some cases actually fuse together. And something remarkable happens. The trees share. They send nutrients to each other through fungal networks that connect their roots. A healthy tree can send food to a struggling neighbor. A mother tree can nurture her saplings, growing in shade, feeding them until they're tall enough to reach sunlight themselves. Scientists call this the Wood Wide Web, a network of connection and communication and support happening underground. Trees talking to each other through chemical signals, warning each other about insect attacks, supporting each other through hard times, community, cooperation, all hidden in the soil. You can't see any of this when you look at a forest. You see separate trees, but underground they're connected. They're part of something larger than themselves. And the soil is what makes this possible. The soil is the medium through which they reach each other. Soil also holds history. Dig deep enough, and you'll find layers, different colors, and textures stacked one atop another, like pages in a book. Each layer was once the surface. Each layer holds clues about what the climate was like when it formed, what plants grew, what animals lived. Archaeologists dig through these layers and find artifacts from human civilizations, pottery shards, stone tools, the foundations of ancient buildings, all buried in soil preserved waiting to tell their stories. But even deeper than human history, soil holds the story of life itself. Fossils form in sediment that eventually becomes soil or rock, the impression of a fern from 300 million years ago, the bone of a dinosaur from 65 million years ago, the shell of a tiny sea creature from when this land was underwater, all held in the earth, all part of the record. You're lying on top of all that history right now, supported by it. Every layer beneath you represents time, represents patient accumulation, represents the slow work of the planet, building something solid and lasting and fertile. There's a stability to soil that's deeply reassuring. It's the foundation. The bedrock, though, soil sits above actual bedrock. It's what everything else depends on. Cities are built on it. Crops grow in it. Forests rise from it. It's the interface between the living and the non-living, the place where rock becomes life and life returns to rock. Ancient peoples understood the value of soil. They knew their survival depended on keeping it healthy. They treated it with respect, even reverence. They understood what we sometimes forget, that soil isn't just dirt. It's the basis of everything. Without it, there would be no food, no forests, no us. Tonight, feel your connection to the ground beneath you. Even if you're in a tall building, the soil is down there underneath all the concrete and steel, supporting everything, holding everything up. It's the ultimate foundation, older than civilization, older than our species, patiently doing its work. Let yourself feel supported by that foundation. Let yourself rest on the accumulated work of millions of years. You don't have to hold yourself up. The earth does that. You don't have to maintain your own stability. The ground provides it. The billions of organisms in the soil are working right now, breaking down, building up, connecting, sharing, creating the fertile darkness that makes life possible. They're not hurried. They're not anxious. They simply do what they do, what they've always done, what they'll always do. You can be like the soil, stable, patient, supportive of what grows from you. You can let things break down and transform. You can let old things become new things. You can rest in the knowledge that you're part of these ancient cycles, these patterns older than memory. The earth beneath you is solid. It has held you since you were born. It will hold you all your life. You can trust it completely. Let yourself sink into that trust. Let the ground support every bit of your weight. You don't have to try. Just let go. Let the earth hold you. You are grounded. You are supported. You rest on millions of years of patient work. Sleep now, held by the solid earth. Feel that even in a closed room, the air around you moves, barely noticeable, a whisper against your skin. That's wind, just air traveling from one place to another, from where it's heavy to where it's light, from warmth to coolness, simple as breathing. And earth breathes too, not with lungs, but with wind. The whole planet inhales and exhales air, flowing endlessly across continents and oceans. It's been breathing this way for billions of years. Long before you took your first breath, long after your last. Right now, somewhere, wind is blowing. Trade winds cross the tropical oceans, steady and reliable. They've followed the same paths for thousands of years. Sailors learned to trust them, to let those winds carry their ships across vast distances. The same winds still blow, the same routes still exist, faithful as sunrise. Monsoon winds arrive each year like clockwork. In summer, they bring rain to lands that have been waiting. Dry soil drinks deeply, rivers swell, everything green awakens. Then winter comes, and the winds reverse, flowing the opposite direction. Give and take, wet and dry, the breathing pattern of entire regions. These patterns exist because Earth spins, because the sun warms some places more than others, because warm air rises and cool air flows in to fill the space. Physics, yes, but also poetry. The planet organizing itself, finding balance, moving air where it needs to go. Wind carries things. Pollen from flower to flower, helping plants create seeds, continue life. Tiny spores from fungi spreading across forests. Seeds with little wings or fluffy parachutes, drifting for miles before landing somewhere new. Wind is the messenger, the courier, the gentle hand that spreads life across distances no single plant could ever travel. Clouds, too, those massive towers of water, vapor they drift on wind. A cloud forming over the ocean might travel hundreds of miles inland before releasing its rain. Wind carries that water to forests, to farmland, to mountains. The rain that falls on you might have started its journey days ago, blown by winds you never felt. But you've felt wind, haven't you? A breeze on a summer afternoon. Cool air moving across your warm skin. Your hair lifting slightly. Your clothes shifting. There's something lovely about that touch. Something that makes you pause and close your eyes and just feel. Wind can be strong, yes. Storms and gales. But mostly wind is gentle. A soft presence. Right now, even if you're inside, wind is moving outside, stirring leaves, rippling water, carrying scents from flowers or rain or the sea, doing its quiet work. Listen now in your imagination, the sound of wind through trees, not howling, not harsh, just a soft rushing, leaves trembling and whispering together, branches swaying slightly, creaking in a way that's peaceful rather than frightening. It's a sound humans have found comforting for thousands of years, perhaps because wind through leaves sounds like ocean waves, that same gentle shushing, that same rhythm, rise and fall, swell and fade. Our ancestors slept beneath trees, hearing that sound every night. Deep in our bodies we remember. We know that sound means shelter, safety, home. The wind asks nothing from you. It doesn't need your attention or understanding. It simply moves, from high pressure to low, from here to there, carrying warmth, carrying moisture, carrying the invisible breath of the planet from place to place. You're breathing that same air right now. Air that has traveled, air that has been wind. Perhaps it crossed an ocean last week. Perhaps it stirred a forest yesterday. Now it's here, filling your lungs, becoming part of you for a moment, before you release it to continue its journey. Everything is connected by wind. No place is truly separate. The air above a distant mountain will someday drift above you. The breeze that cooled someone's face on the other side of the world might months from now cool yours. We share the same breath. All of us, all of life, connected by the moving air. Tonight wind is blowing somewhere, gentle and constant, asking nothing, giving everything, moving the air you'll breathe tomorrow, stirring the trees whose oxygen you need, carrying clouds that will bring rain to gardens and forests. The earth breathes, in and out, warm and cool, rising and falling, and you breathe with it, part of the same rhythm, part of the same ancient pattern. The wind moves through the world, your breath moves through you, same air, same dance, same endless cycle. Let yourself feel light now, as light as air, as light as wind. No weight, no effort, just floating, drifting, like a leaf carried on a breeze, traveling without trying, moving without destination. The wind knows where to go. So do you, down into sleep, down into rest. Let the gentle wind of sleep blow through your mind. Let it carry away any remaining thoughts. Let everything drift, rise and fall, come and go, like breath, like breeze, like the soft wind through trees on a summer evening. The earth breathes, you breathe, everything flows, everything moves, and you can rest now held by the air, carried by the gentlest wind, down into peace, down into sleep. Rain, such a simple word for something so miraculous. Water falling from the sky, returning to earth, coming home. You've heard it 1,000 times. That soft pattering on a roof or window, gentle drops landing on leaves, on grass, on stone, each drop making its own quiet sound. Together, they create a rhythm, steady, soothing, like a lullaby the earth sings to itself. Rain is just water completing its journey. It rose from the ocean as invisible vapor. It drifted through the sky as clouds. Now it falls back down, pulled gently by gravity, back to the soil, back to the rivers, back to the sea. The cycle never ends, never pauses. Water rising and falling, falling and rising forever. There's a special kind of rain, soft rain, drizzle, not heavy drops that drum and splash, but the finest mist. So light you barely feel it on your skin, so gentle it seems to float down rather than fall. This is the rain that whispers, the rain that settles slowly, soaking in rather than running off. Imagine it now, a gray afternoon, the sky low and soft, everything quiet and still. Then it begins, that barely there touch on your face, cool and fresh, the finest drops almost like fog, drifting down. You can stand in it without getting drenched, just slowly, gradually, peacefully dampened. The world changes in soft rain. Colors deepen. Everything looks richer, more vivid. The green of leaves becomes emerald. The brown of bark turns dark and glossy. Sounds grow muffled and distant. Even time seems to slow down. Rain creates a pocket of peace, a gentle pause. Listen to rain in your mind now. That steady patter, not loud, not harsh, just constant and even. Tap, 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 on and on. Never the same rhythm twice, but always rhythmic, random yet ordered, chaotic yet soothing. Scientists have studied this sound. They've found that rain creates what's called pink noise, similar to white noise but gentler, more balanced. The human brain finds it deeply calming. It masks other sounds without being intrusive. It fills the space without demanding attention. Rain is nature's perfect sleep sound. And then there's the smell. When rain first touches dry earth, something magical happens. A scent rises, rich and earthy and sweet. It has a name, petrichor, from the Greek words for stone and the blood of the gods. The smell of rain on dry ground, that scent comes from oils released by plants during dry periods. The oils seep into soil and rocks. When rain arrives, it releases them into the air. It also releases compounds made by soil bacteria. All of it together creates that distinctive smell. The smell of rain, the smell of earth waking up, the smell of relief after waiting. You know that smell. You've breathed it in and felt something shift inside you, a recognition, a memory deeper than thought. Humans have been smelling rain on Earth for hundreds of thousands of years. It meant water was coming, crops would grow, wells would fill, survival was more certain. That ancient belief still lives in us. We smell rain, and something in our bodies relaxes. Rain brings life, not metaphorically, actually. Seeds that have been dormant for months suddenly sprout. Within hours of rain, the desert transforms. Flowers bloom, insects emerge. The whole landscape comes alive, rushing to make the most of the water before it's gone again. Even in wetter places, rain is a blessing. Plants drink deeply. Their leaves brighten and perk up. Roots draw moisture from the soil. Everything grows a little more. The world becomes greener, lusher, more abundant, all because water fell from the sky. Somewhere right now it's raining. Soft drops falling on forests, on fields, on quiet streets, on rooftops where people lie sleeping, hearing that gentle drum above them. Rain is falling and the earth is drinking. The cycle continues. The ancient pattern renews itself once more. You don't need to do anything. Rain falls whether you notice or not. Water rises from the ocean without your help. Clouds form and drift and release their moisture all on their own. The cycle is automatic, eternal, requiring nothing from you. Just as rain falls without effort, you can let go without effort. Let your thoughts settle, like rain settling into soil. Let your body grow heavy, like earth after rain, saturated, full, complete. Nothing more needed. Picture yourself lying somewhere safe and dry while soft rain falls outside. You can hear it, but you're protected, warm and comfortable, while the world outside drinks and refreshes itself. The sound wraps around you like a blanket, steady, endless, peaceful. Each drop that falls has fallen before. The same water that rained on ancient forests rains today. The same water that filled rivers when dinosaurs walked the earth still moves through the cycle. Nothing is lost. Nothing is wasted. Just transformation. Just return. Just the endless journey of water through sky and earth and sky again. You're mostly water too. The same water. Part of the same cycle. When you cry, you release water that will someday be rain. When you sweat, that moisture joins the air and begins its journey upward. You're not separate from the rain. You're part of it, connected to every cloud, every drop, every storm that has ever been. Let yourself rain now. Let go of whatever you're holding. Release it like water from a cloud. Let it fall away. Let it return to earth. Let the cycle carry it. You don't need it anymore, not tonight. The rain falls, gentle and constant, asking nothing, giving everything. Tap, 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 steady as a heartbeat, soft as breathing, the earth's lullaby, sung since before there were ears to hear it, sung tonight just for you. Let the sound of rain fill your mind. Let it wash everything else away, down into sleep, down into peace. Soft rain, falling in the darkness, falling forever, and you are held. You are safe. You are home. There are trees alive today that were already ancient when human civilization began. High in the mountains of California, twisted and gnarled, bristlecone pines stand in silence. Some of them are over 5,000 years old. 5,000 years. They were saplings when the pyramids were being built. They were already old when Rome fell. They've stood through empires rising and falling, through countless human lifetimes, just growing, slowly, patiently, still. Think about that kind of time. A single tree rooted in one spot, watching 5 millennia pass. seasons cycling thousands of times, storms and sunshine, snow and drought, year after year after year, and still standing, still alive, still quietly doing what trees do, breathing, growing, existing. These ancient pines don't look like other trees. They're not tall or straight or lush. The wind and cold have shaped them into sculptures. Bare wood polished smooth by sand and ice, twisted trunks, sparse branches reaching in unexpected directions. They look almost dead, but they're not. They're incredibly alive, just patient, just enduring. Elsewhere in the forests of California's Sierra Nevada, other giants stand, sequoias, the largest living things on Earth. Not the tallest that honor goes to the coast redwoods, but the most massive, trunks so wide that tunnels have been carved through them, so thick that 30 people holding hands could encircle one, rising 80 meters into the sky, higher than most buildings. Stand at the base of a giant sequoia and look up. Your eyes travel up and up the massive trunk, past layers of reddish bark, thick as your arm, up into the canopy, so far above it's hard to see the top. Your neck tilts back. Your body registers the scale. This living thing is so much larger than you, has been here so much longer, will remain long after you're gone. There's a particular silence in old-growth forests. Not the absence of sound. Birds still sing, wind still moves through branches, small creatures rustle in the undergrowth, but a quality of quiet, a depth, as if the ancient trees absorb sound, soften it, hold it gently. Time feels different there, slower, more spacious. Walk into an old forest and something in you automatically quiets. Your footsteps soften. Your voice drops to a whisper. Not because anyone told you to be quiet, but because the forest itself invites reverence. These trees have been here so long, they command a kind of respect without asking for it. Light in these forests is different too. Filtered through layers of leaves and needles, it arrives at the forest floor transformed, green gold, dappled, moving gently as branches sway high overhead. Shafts of light angle down through the canopy, like spotlights illuminating patches of moss or fern, making them glow. Lie down on the forest floor in your imagination. Soft moss beneath you, the scent of earth and cedar and damp. Look up through the trees. The trunks rise like columns in a cathedral, disappearing into green shadow far above. Little pieces of sky peek through, bright blue or cloud gray, depending on the day. Everything is filtered, gentle, protected. The trees around you have stood for centuries, some for thousands of years. They were here before your great, great, great grandparents. Before their grandparents, back and back through time, these trees have been standing in this exact spot, rooted, steady, enduring everything that came. Fires have swept through. The trees survived, their thick bark protecting them. Droughts have come. The trees waded their deep roots, finding water far below. Storms have raged. The trees bent but didn't break. They've outlasted everything, not by fighting, just by being, by continuing, by not giving up. There's something deeply comforting about that kind of endurance. These trees don't rush. They don't worry. They don't wonder if they'll make it. They just grow, one ring at a time, one season at a time, patient beyond measure. And they've been doing this successfully for thousands of years. They know how to endure. You can learn from trees, not consciously, not by trying, just by being near them, by resting in their presence, by breathing the air they've cleaned, by existing in this space they've held steady for so long. Trees don't need you to understand them, or appreciate them, or even notice them. They'll keep growing either way. Keep breathing, keep standing. They don't require anything from you. Just like gravity, just like the ocean, just like all the patient forces of Earth that work, whether we acknowledge them or not. But when you do notice them, when you pause and look up at an ancient tree, something passes between you. A recognition, maybe. You're both alive, both here now, both part of the same world, the same moment, the same breath of air. For an instant, your brief human life touches something that has endured for millennia. You're connected across time. Tonight, those ancient trees are still standing, in darkness now perhaps, but standing, their roots still drinking from the earth, their branches still reaching toward the stars. They'll be there tomorrow, and the day after, and for hundreds or thousands of years more. You don't need to be like them. You don't need to be ancient or massive or enduring. You're human, brief and small and precious. But you're held in the same world that holds these giants, protected by the same atmosphere, warmed by the same sun, part of the same web of life. Let yourself feel small now, not insignificant, never that, but appropriately scaled, human-sized, held within something much larger and older and steadier than yourself. The ancient forests have been breathing for thousands of years. They'll keep breathing tonight while you sleep. You can rest, knowing that some things endure, some things last, some things remain. Picture those shafts of light filtering through the canopy, green and gold and gentle. Let that filtered light fill your mind, soft, peaceful, ancient and new at the same time. Let yourself sink into the moss, into the earth, into the timeless quiet of the old forest. The trees stand. They've always stood. They'll keep standing. And you can rest now, safe in the forest, held by time itself. Imagine you're floating on the surface of the ocean. Warm water holds you up. Sunlight sparkles all around. Gentle waves lift and lower you, lift and lower, breathing for you, rocking you like a cradle. You're safe here, completely supported. The ocean carries your weight without effort. Now let yourself sink, just a little, down beneath the surface where everything becomes blue. Soft blue light surrounds you, peaceful, quiet. The sounds of the world above fade away. Down here there's only the gentle pressure of water, the feeling of floating, of being held on all sides. Keep going, slowly. There's no rush. Down through the sunlit zone, where fish glide past in silver flashes, where dolphins might swim, alongside graceful and curious. The water grows cooler, dimmer, a deeper blue. Everything is slow motion down here. Every movement gentle and flowing. Deeper still, the light begins to fade. 50 meters down, 100. The blue darkens to twilight. You're entering the realm where sunlight struggles to reach. Strange creatures drift past, jellyfish pulsing softly, their transparent bodies catching the last traces of light, moving like breathing, like meditation. No hurry, no destination. Down here, some creatures make their own light, bioluminescence, living light. A fish swims by tiny lights, blinking along its sides like stars. A squid flashes patterns across its skin, blue and green, speaking in a language of light. Even in darkness, life finds ways to shine. It's not frightening, this darkness. It's peaceful, like closing your eyes, like the gentle dark of your bedroom at night. The deep ocean is simply resting, waiting, being, and the creatures here have adapted perfectly. They know this darkness, they're home in it. Keep sinking. Let the water take you deeper. 200 meters, 300. The twilight zone. Almost no light reaches here. The pressure increases, but you don't feel it. In this imagination, you're protected, safe, just observing, just experiencing. The deep ocean welcoming you into its quiet heart. And there in the distance, you see something extraordinary. A Greenland shark moving slowly through the dark water, slow and ancient and patient. These sharks live for centuries, 400 years or more. This one might be older than your country, older than most human institutions, swimming these same deep waters since before anyone you've ever heard of was born. It moves past you without concern, unhurried, in no rush whatsoever. When you live for 4 centuries, there's no need to hurry. It has seen everything the ocean offers many times over. Seasons of fish, cycles of cold and warm. It simply continues, year after year after year, patient beyond human comprehension. Down further still, 1,000 meters, 2,000. The pressure here would crush most things, but life persists. Strange fish with enormous eyes, catching the faintest glimmers. Transparent creatures barely visible, everything moving in slow motion, everything adapted to the crushing weight and absolute darkness. The deep ocean is the largest living space on Earth, more volume than all other habitats combined. Most of it has never been seen by human eyes. It exists in its own time, its own rhythm, its own ancient ways, independent of sunlight, independent of the surface world, complete in itself. 11,000 meters down exists the deepest place on Earth, the Mariana Trench, deeper than mountains are tall. The pressure there is immense, the darkness, absolute, the cold, profound. And yet life exists, small creatures moving through the sediment, eating, living, continuing. Even there in the most extreme place, imaginable life finds a way. You don't need to understand how. You don't need to figure it out. Just know that life persists. In the deepest darkness, under the greatest pressure, in the coldest water, life continues. Quietly, patiently, without complaint. Now, slowly, very slowly, begin to rise. Let the water carry you up, gently, effortlessly, rising through the layers, through the darkness into twilight, through twilight into blue, the blue brightening as you ascend. No effort needed. The ocean lifts you, supports you, carries you back toward the light, up and up, slowly, taking your time, the pressure easing, the water warming, light beginning to glow above, getting brighter, closer. You can see the surface now shimmering above you, sunlight dancing on the waves, and then you break through, air and light, the sun warm on your face. You float on the surface again, back where you began, breathing easily. The ocean still holding you up, still supporting you completely. You can rest here, float here, let the waves rock you gently, lift and lower, lift and lower. The ocean has shown you its depths, its darkness, its ancient creatures and quiet mysteries, and now it brings you back to the light, back to the surface, back to safety. The deep remains below, continuing its slow, eternal existence, but you're here held on the surface, warmed by sun, rocked by waves. You are supported, completely. The ocean asks nothing of you, just floats you, holds you, lets you rest on its vast, patient surface. 71% of Earth is this water, this support, this gentle rocking. You're held by an ocean that has existed for billions of years. That will exist for billions more. Let yourself float now, in your mind, on your bed, supported completely. Let the ocean rock you. Let the gentle lifting and lowering continue. Rhythm like breathing, like a heartbeat, ancient and reliable and endless. The deep ocean rests in darkness. You rest in comfort, both held, both safe, both exactly where you need to be. Float now, sink into sleep the way you sank into blue water, gently, naturally, held by something vast and patient and kind. The ocean cradles you, sleep cradles you. Let go. Let the waves carry you down, down into rest, down into peace. Silence has a shape in the desert. You can almost see it, feel it, touch it. The silence is so complete, so vast, that it becomes a presence rather than an absence. Stand in a desert, and the quiet wraps around you like warm air. Nothing demands your attention. Nothing calls out or interrupts. Just silence, pure and simple and strangely comforting. The desert seems empty at first glance. Miles of sand or rock stretching to the horizon. Pale gold under the sun. But it's not empty. It's waiting, resting, conserving. The desert knows something about patience that the rest of the world has forgotten. Look at the sand. Wind has shaped it into waves. Dunes rising and falling like a frozen ocean. Each ridge catches the light differently. One side golden, the other shadowed. The patterns are mesmerizing. Ripples within ripples. Curves flowing into curves. All created by wind grain by grain over days and weeks and years. The sand moves so slowly you'd never see it happen. But it moves. Dunes migrate across the desert, traveling inches or feet each year. Mountains of sand walking across the landscape in slow motion. Patient, unstoppable, no hurry whatsoever. Touch desert sand in your imagination. Let it run through your fingers. Warm from the sun, fine as powder. Each grain rounded and smooth, polished by endless tumbling. Millions of grains, each one a tiny piece of rock, worn down by time and wind. Everything in the desert is about patience, about waiting, about enduring. Life exists here, though you might not see it at first. Creatures who've learned to wait. A seed can lie dormant in desert sand for decades, 20 years, 30, 40, waiting for rain, not dying, not giving up, just sleeping, conserving every bit of energy until the rare moment when water comes. And when rain finally arrives, something miraculous happens. Within days, sometimes hours, the desert explodes with life. Seeds that have waited decades suddenly sprout. Flowers bloom everywhere. The barren sand transforms into a carpet of color, yellow and purple and orange, delicate petals opening to the sun, the whole desert celebrating. But this celebration is brief. The flowers bloom and seed quickly, before the water disappears, before the heat returns in full force. They complete their entire life cycle in weeks, sometimes days. Then they're gone, back to seeds, back to waiting, back to patience. A desert tortoise can live for 80 years or more, slowly moving through the same landscape, eating sparse vegetation, digging burrows to escape the heat. It doesn't rush, doesn't worry, just continues at its own pace, year after year, decade after decade. The desert has taught it how to last. There's something peaceful about desert time, the sense that urgency doesn't exist here, that everything happens when it needs to happen and not before. The sand will move when the wind blows, rain will come when it comes, life will bloom when conditions are right. Until then, everything waits, quietly, patiently, without complaint. Night in the desert is different from anywhere else on Earth. When the sun sets, the heat radiates away quickly. The temperature drops. The air becomes cool and clear, and the stars appear. So many stars. With no cities nearby, no light pollution, the sky reveals itself fully. Thousands of stars visible to your naked eye. The Milky Way stretching across the darkness like a river of light, planets bright as jewels, the whole cosmos on display. Lie on your back, on the cool sand, feel it supporting you, still warm from the day, but cooling now. Look up at that vast sky, stars beyond counting, light that has traveled for years, or centuries, or millennia to reach your eyes. You're seeing into the past, into distances so vast they're almost meaningless. But here they are, beautiful, silent, eternal. The desert sky makes you feel small, but not in a bad way. Small in the way that's actually freeing. Your worries are so tiny compared to this. Your problems so brief. The stars have been shining for billions of years. They'll shine for billions more. And you're here now in this moment seeing them. Part of the same universe. Connected to the same vastness. The silence of the desert at night is even deeper than during the day. No birds, no insects, no wind sometimes, just stillness. The kind of quiet that lets you hear your own heartbeat, your own breathing, the small sounds of your body being alive. That's all. That's everything. In this silence, in this stillness, something in you can finally rest. All the noise of daily life falls away. All the urgency and rushing and worry. Out here, none of it matters. The desert doesn't care. The stars don't notice. Time moves differently. Slower. Deeper. More real somehow. You can learn from the desert. How to wait without anxiety. How to rest without guilt. How to be still and know that stillness is enough. The seeds wait in the sand, and they don't worry about when rain will come. They just wait, and when the time is right, they bloom. You can wait too, for sleep, for peace, for whatever you need. You don't have to force it, don't have to make it happen. Just wait, quietly, patiently, the way the desert waits, the way the seeds wait, knowing that everything comes in its own time. The desert rests under the stars tonight. Miles of sand cooling in the darkness, seeds sleeping in silence, creatures in their burrows, safe and still. The whole landscape waiting, not for anything in particular, just being, just existing, just resting in its own patient way. You can rest too, like the desert, like the seeds, like the quiet sand under endless stars. Let the silence hold you. Let the stillness cradle you. Nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to change. Just this. Just now. Just rest. The desert knows how to wait. The stars know how to shine. And you know how to sleep. Let it come. Gently. Naturally. In its own time. Like rain to the desert. Like dawn to the darkness. Inevitable. Patient. Sure. Rest now. Under the stars. In the silence. Held by the patient earth. Safe in the waiting. The desert sleeps. You sleep. Everything is still. Everything is quiet. Everything is exactly as it should be. Snow is falling somewhere tonight. Silent and slow. Each flake drifting down through cold air. Tumbling gently. Taking its time. There's no sound at all. Snow falls in absolute quiet. As if the world is holding its breath. Waiting. Watching. Being still. Each snowflake is different. Completely unique. Scientists have photographed millions of them and never found two exactly alike. 6 sides always. 6 arms radiating from the center. But the pattern of each one, the exact arrangement of ice crystals, happens only once. That single snowflake falling past your window will never exist again. One moment of beauty, one small miracle, Then it lands and joins the others. Imagine standing outside as snow begins. The first few flakes appear swirling down from gray sky. You hold out your hand, and one lands on your palm. Intricate, delicate, perfect. You can almost see the pattern before your warmth melts it. 6 tiny arms, each one identical to the others, but the whole design unlike any other snowflake that has ever fallen. More flakes come, slowly at first, then more steadily. They drift and spin. Some fall straight down. Others seem to float, barely descending at all. The air fills with white. Everything softens. The world transforms before your eyes. Snow does something extraordinary. It absorbs sound. The flakes, so light and delicate individually, create layers of air pockets when they accumulate. These pockets catch sound waves, dampen them, soften them. After a fresh snowfall, the world becomes quieter than quiet. Footsteps are muffled. Voices seem distant. Even your breathing sounds softer. The snow wraps everything in silence. There's a particular quality to this quiet. Not empty, not dead, just peaceful, resting, like the world has been tucked under a white blanket and told to sleep. And it obeys. Everything slows down in snow. Cars move more carefully. People walk more slowly. Even time seems to soften and stretch. Watch the snow cover the ground. First, just a dusting, white on brown, then thicker, filling in the gaps, covering imperfections, making everything smooth and even. The world becomes simpler under snow. Fewer colors, fewer details, just white and shadow, clean, pure, restful to look at. The cold makes everything still. Trees stand motionless, their branches outlined in white. Bushes become soft, white mounds. Fences disappear under drifts. Everything is simplified, reduced to essential shapes. There's a clarity in this simplicity, a peace in having fewer things to look at, fewer things to notice. Just white, just quiet, just cold, clean air. In the mountains, snow accumulates year after year, layer upon layer. The weight compresses it into ice, dense and blue. This ice begins to move. Slowly, glaciers are rivers of ice, flowing downhill so gradually you'd never see it happen. Inches per year, feet per year, but always moving, patient and unstoppable as the desert dunes, taking centuries to travel miles. These rivers of ice have shaped the land, carved valleys, smoothed mountains, created the landscapes we see today. Still moving now, still slowly sculpting, working on timescales humans can barely comprehend. No hurry, no rush, just the patient work of ice and time and gravity. Animals know about snow, about cold, about winter. Some migrate south to warmer places, others stay and adapt. And some do something remarkable. They sleep, not just regular sleep, hibernation, a deep winter rest that lasts for months. A bear in its den, heart rate slowed to almost nothing, breathing barely perceptible, body temperature dropped. Everything turned down, conserved, minimized. The bear isn't really awake and isn't really asleep. It's in between, suspended, waiting for spring in a state deeper than dreams. The bear doesn't worry about missing months of its life, doesn't fret about being unproductive. It trusts that spring will come, that it will wake when the time is right, that this deep rest is exactly what it needs. So, it surrenders, lets go completely, allows winter to do what winter does, while it simply waits in the darkness. You can rest like that. Not for months, of course, just for tonight, but with the same trust, the same surrender. You don't need to stay alert, don't need to maintain anything. Just let go. Let winter come, let the cold quiet darkness hold you while you rest. Outside somewhere, snow continues to fall, landing on frozen lakes, on mountain peaks, on sleeping forests, each flake perfect and temporary, each one contributing to the growing silence. The world under snow is a world at rest, waiting, conserving, trusting that warmth will return, that spring will come, that this rest is necessary and good. The snow knows how to fall, the glacier knows how to move, the bear knows how to sleep, and you know how to rest. It's natural, built into you, part of being alive. Winter teaches us this, that rest isn't laziness, it's wisdom, it's trust, it's letting the world turn while you simply be. Picture yourself in a warm den, safe and dry while snow falls outside. The cold can't reach you here. The wind doesn't touch you. You're protected, held, warm. Your breathing slows. Your heartbeat calms. Everything in you begins to settle, to quiet, to rest. The snow falls silently outside, layer upon layer, creating that perfect quiet, that absolute stillness. You can hear it almost, the sound of snow, which is no sound at all, just peace, just white, just cold, pure silence, wrapping around everything. Let yourself hibernate, not your body that keeps working, keeps breathing, keeps being alive, but your mind, your worries, your thoughts. Let them slow down, turn down, enter that space between waking and sleeping where the bear lives, where nothing needs your attention, where everything can wait until morning. The world is resting under snow. The glacier is moving so slowly, it might as well be still. The bear is dreaming its long winter dream. And you can rest too, deeply, completely, trusting that morning will come, that you'll wake when you need to, that this rest is exactly what you need right now. Snow falls, silent and soft, perfect and pure, covering everything, making everything clean and simple and quiet. Let it cover your thoughts too. Let the white silence fill your mind. Let everything else drift away like snowflakes, dissolving, disappearing, leaving only peace, only quiet, only rest. Sleep now, like the bear, like the frozen lake, like the world under snow, deep and still and safe. The cold can't touch you, the silence holds you, and morning is hours away. Just rest, just sleep, just let go. Mountains rise from the earth like ancient giants, solid, immovable, eternal. They've stood for millions of years, will stand for millions more. When you look at a mountain, you're seeing time made visible. Rock that was once deep underground, pushed upward by forces so vast and slow, we can barely comprehend them. The Himalayas, the highest mountains on Earth, were born from a collision. Two massive pieces of Earth's crust meeting, pushing into each other. Neither would give way. So, instead the land buckled upward, folding like fabric, rising higher and higher, creating peaks that touch the clouds, summits where the air is so thin, breathing becomes difficult, and they're still growing. Right now, this moment, the Himalayas rise about 1 centimeter each year, slowly, imperceptibly, but continuously. The collision that created them millions of years ago hasn't stopped. The pressure continues. The mountains respond by growing, patient, steady, unstoppable. 1 centimeter doesn't sound like much, but over millions of years, centimeters become kilometers. Mountains are proof that small, steady changes, given enough time, create something magnificent, something that seems eternal, something that inspires awe. Stand at the base of a mountain and look up. Your eyes travel up the slope, past trees, past rocks, past the tree line, where nothing grows. up to the rocky summit, maybe snow-covered, maybe bare stone, so high it seems to touch the sky. Your neck tilts back, your body feels the scale. This thing is so much larger than you, so much more permanent, so much more real somehow. Mountains don't rush, don't worry, don't change their minds. They just are, standing exactly where they've stood for eons, weathering storms that would terrify you, enduring winds that would knock you down, temperature swings from blazing sun to freezing night. They take it all. Don't complain, don't bend, just remain, solid, unmoved, present. Between mountains lie valleys, lower places, sheltered places, where streams run and meadows grow, where animals graze and birds nest. Valleys are protected by the mountains around them. The high peaks catch the worst weather, block the strongest winds, create microclimates where life can flourish. There's something deeply peaceful about a valley, enclosed, safe, like being held in cupped hands. The mountains stand guard on all sides. You're small here, but not exposed, not vulnerable, protected. The valley cradles you the way mountains never could. Mountains are impressive. Valleys are comforting. Walk through a valley forest. Tall trees on either side. A stream running nearby. Sunlight filtering through leaves. The air smells of pine and earth. And growing things. Each breath brings that scent deeper into your lungs. Fresh. Clean. Alive. The Japanese have a practice called Shinrin-yoku, forest bathing. Not actually bathing with water, but immersing yourself in the forest atmosphere, walking slowly, breathing deeply, opening your senses, letting the forest's presence wash over you like water. Studies show it lowers blood pressure, reduces stress hormones, calms the nervous system. The forest heals simply by being itself. You don't have to understand why, don't have to analyze the chemistry or the biology. Just know that forests help. Mountains ground us. Valleys shelter us. These ancient landscapes do something for the human soul that cities and houses cannot. They remind us where we came from, what we're part of, what holds us. Mountains have witnessed everything. They've seen civilizations rise and fall, empires come and go, countless human dramas play out in their shadows, and they remain unchanged, unimpressed, simply being what they've always been. There's something comforting in that permanence, in knowing that some things don't change, some things last. Tonight somewhere, mountains stand in darkness. Their peaks may be catching starlight, snow on their summits glowing faintly. The valleys below are deep in shadow, safe, quiet, resting, animals in burrows, birds sleeping in trees, everything held between the mountains, everything protected. You can rest like a valley, enclosed, safe, surrounded by something larger than yourself. The mountains of sleep stand all around you, solid, protective, unchanging. They'll be there all night, standing guard while you rest. You don't have to maintain anything, don't have to stay alert. The mountains handle that. They've been doing it for millions of years. They know how. Let yourself sink into the valley of your bed, supported on all sides, held, protected. The mountains of night rise around you, dark and solid and safe. Nothing can reach you here. Nothing can disturb you. You're in the sheltered place, the low place, the place where rest comes naturally. Feel how still mountains are, how patient. They don't fidget or worry or plan. They simply exist, hour after hour, year after year, millennium after millennium. You can be still like that. just for tonight, just for these hours of darkness, still and quiet and present, nothing more needed. The Himalayas grow 1 centimeter per year. They're not in a hurry. They trust the process, trust the pressure, trust the time. You can trust too. Trust that sleep will come, that rest will happen, that morning will arrive when it's supposed to. No need to force anything. Just let it unfold, the way mountains let themselves rise, slowly, naturally, inevitably. Breathe the forest air in your imagination, pine and earth and peace. Let it fill your lungs. Let it calm your heart. Let the valley hold you. Let the mountains stand guard. Everything is taken care of. Everything is as it should be. Mountains have been here longer than we can imagine. They'll remain long after we're gone. Tonight they stand. Tomorrow they'll still stand. That continuity, that permanence, that absolutely reliable presence, it's there for you, holding the world steady while you rest. The valley is dark now, quiet, safe between the mountain walls. Stars above, earth below, everything balanced, everything peaceful. And you're here, in the sheltered place, the resting place, the place where sleep lives. Let the mountain stillness fill you. Let the valley peace hold you. Feel how solid everything is, how safe, how completely protected you are. The mountains aren't going anywhere. The valley remains, and you can rest, deeply, completely, held by ancient stone and patient earth. The land knows how to be. The mountains know how to stand. The valleys know how to shelter. And you know how to sleep. It's natural. It's right. It's what this moment is for. Rest now, in the valley, under the mountains, held by stone and earth and time. Everything is still. Everything is safe. Everything is exactly as it needs to be. Sleep, like the valley sleeps, like the mountains rest, deep and solid and sure. The earth holds you, now and always. Rest. A flower opens in the forest. No one sees it. No one notices. It doesn't matter. The flower blooms anyway, petals unfurling slowly, catching the light, revealing color, purple or yellow or white, delicate and perfect. It doesn't bloom for applause, doesn't wait for appreciation. It simply blooms because that's what flowers do. There's something profound in this. Beauty existing for its own sake, not performing, not seeking validation, just being. A flower in an empty forest is still beautiful, still complete, still exactly what it's meant to be. And yet flowers do have purpose beyond beauty. Those colors aren't random. They're signals, messages written in hues that bees and butterflies can read. Come here, the colors say. Here is sweetness. Here is pollen. Come and drink and carry our pollen to the next flower. Help us create seeds. Help us continue. The insects come, drawn by color, by scent, by ancient instinct. They land on soft petals, crawl into the flower's center, dust themselves with golden pollen without meaning to, then fly away to the next bloom, delivering that pollen, completing the exchange. Life helping life, continuing the cycle that's been turning for millions of years. Flowers smell sweet, or spicy, or musky, each scent designed to attract specific visitors. Jasmine releases its fragrance strongest at night, calling to moths that fly in darkness. Roses smell sweet in daylight, inviting bees. Carrion flowers smell like rotting meat, attracting flies. Every scent is communication. Every perfume has purpose. But to us, those scents are simply beautiful. Breathe in the smell of flowers. Lavender, honeysuckle, wild roses. Let the fragrance fill your lungs. There's something in flower scent that reaches past thought, that touches something deeper, ancient, peaceful. The smell of flowers is the smell of summer afternoons, of safety, of life flourishing. Beyond flowers, grass covers the earth, so common we barely notice it. But grass is extraordinary. It grows from the bottom, not the top. You can cut it, graze it, walk on it, and it survives. Keeps growing, keeps spreading, resilient, beyond measure. Grasslands stretch for miles, plains and prairies and steppes, grass as far as you can see, green or gold depending on the season. And when wind blows across grassland, something magical happens. The grass moves, all of it, together, like water, like waves on an ocean, rolling across the land in patterns of light and shadow. Stand in a meadow on a breezy day. Watch the grass dance. It bends and flows, never breaking, just moving, graceful and endless. The sound it makes is soft, a whisper, a sigh, like the ocean heard from far away, like breathing, in and out, the whole field breathing with the wind. Lie down in that grass, feel it beneath you, soft or scratchy depending on the type. But either way, it holds you, supports you, millions of individual blades working together to create this green carpet, this living bed. The grass doesn't mind your weight. It's designed to bend, not break, to support, not resist. Look up from the grass. See the sky above, blue and vast, clouds drifting, birds perhaps flying across. You're held between earth and sky, grass below, air above, perfectly placed, perfectly safe. The meadow cradles you like water cradles a floating leaf. Smell the grass, fresh, green, alive. There's a particular scent to cut grass that humans find calming. Scientists say it's because grass releases chemicals when cut, and these chemicals have stress-reducing properties. But you don't need to know the chemistry. Just know that grass smells good. Smells like summer, like childhood, like peace. Flowers dot the meadow, dots of color among the green. Wildflowers, not planted or arranged, just growing wherever seeds happened to land. Random, yet perfect. Nature doesn't plan gardens, but everything it creates is beautiful anyway. The flowers know where to grow. They find their place, bloom there, complete their cycle without help or instruction. At night, meadows change. The colors fade to gray, but the grass is still there, still moving if wind blows, still supporting whatever rests on it. Night-blooming flowers open pale and fragrant. Moths visit them in darkness. The cycle continues. Life doesn't stop just because the sun set. You can rest in this meadow, in your mind, on your bed, but imagine the grass beneath you, soft and cool, the scent of flowers in the air, lavender maybe, or chamomile, something gentle and calming. The grass sways. You sway with it, rocked gently, naturally, like being on a boat on calm water. The flowers don't worry about tomorrow. Don't fret about whether they'll bloom again next year. They just bloom now, fully, completely, giving everything to this moment. You can be like that, present, here, now, not thinking ahead, not looking back, just resting in this moment, this breath, this gentle darkness. Grass grows without trying. Flowers bloom without effort. They don't force anything. They simply allow what wants to happen to happen. Growth comes naturally. Beauty emerges on its own. No strain, no struggle, just life being life, doing what it does. You can let sleep come that way, naturally, without effort. Stop trying to make it happen. Stop forcing. Just allow, the way grass allows growth, the way flowers allow blooming. Trust the process. Trust your body. It knows how to sleep, has known since you were born. The meadow rests at night. The flowers close their petals. The grass stops swaying when wind dies down. Everything settles. Everything quiets. The day's work is done. Now is the time for rest, for darkness, for letting go. Feel the grass beneath you. Smell the flowers around you. Let the meadow hold you. You're part of this, part of the living earth, part of the growing, blooming resting cycle. You belong here. You're safe here. You can rest here. The flowers sleep. The grass rests. And you can too. Held by green, surrounded by fragrance, cradled by the meadow. Everything is soft. Everything is gentle. Everything is exactly as it should be. Sleep now, like the flowers, like the grass, like the whole quiet meadow, deep and natural and easy. The earth holds you, life surrounds you, and sleep is here, waiting, ready, gentle as petals, soft as grass. Rest, the meadow way, complete, peaceful, home. You are not alone on this earth. There are approximately 8.7 million species sharing this planet with you. 8.7 million different forms of life, each one finding its own way to survive, to continue, to be, from the smallest bacterium to the largest whale, all living, all here, all part of the same home. Deep in the ocean, a blue whale sings, the largest animal that has ever lived on Earth, larger than any dinosaur, heart the size of a small car, tongue that weighs as much as an elephant, and yet gentle, feeding on tiny krill, moving through the ocean with grace that defies its size. The whale's song travels through water for hundreds of miles, low-frequency sounds, deep and resonant, calling across vast distances to other whales, maybe looking for a mate, maybe just saying, "I'm here. Are you there?" The song rises and falls, complex patterns that scientists still don't fully understand. Music in the deep, beauty in the darkness. Other whales hear, recognize, respond. Conversations happening in the ocean depths. Connections made across distances we can barely imagine. The whales have been singing these songs for millions of years, long before humans existed to hear them. They'll keep singing long after we're gone. Somewhere tonight, a sea turtle swims through dark water. She's traveling thousands of miles, navigating oceans with precision we can't explain. She was born on a beach decades ago, crawled to the ocean as a tiny hatchling, swam away, and now, after 30 or 40 years of wandering the seas, she's returning back to the exact beach where she was born, to lay her own eggs, to continue the cycle. How does she know the way scientists think sea turtles can sense the Earth's magnetic field? They carry a map in their bodies, an internal compass that guides them across featureless ocean, thousands of miles, without landmarks or signs, just the pull of magnetism, the whisper of the planet itself, saying, "This way, this way." She trusts it completely, doesn't doubt, doesn't second guess, just swims, day after day, week after week, following the invisible lines of force, and eventually, incredibly, she arrives. The right beach, the right sand, home. Above the ocean, birds are flying, migrating thousands of miles from summer grounds to winter grounds and back again. Arctic terns fly from pole to pole, following the summer around the world, seeing more daylight than any other creature. They trust the same magnetic field the turtles do, feel it somehow, follow it faithfully. But birds also navigate by stars, by the sun, by landmarks they remember. Some birds return to the exact same tree they nested in last year, finding it among millions of trees. across thousands of miles, memory and instinct working together, guiding them home. They fly in formation sometimes, V shapes in the sky, each bird helping the others. The ones in front break the wind, the ones behind save energy. They take turns leading, cooperating, supporting each other through the long journey. No one taught them this. They just know, the way they know which direction to fly, born with the knowledge, ancient as their species. In the African savannah, an elephant stands very still. She's at a place where another elephant died years ago. Her mother, perhaps, or her sister. Elephants remember. They visit the bones of their dead, touch them gently with their trunks, stand in silence. Scientists call it mourning, grief. The elephants stand there for long minutes, remembering, feeling something we might recognize if we saw it. Loss, love, connection that doesn't end with death. Elephants live in families, tight groups led by the oldest female. She remembers where water can be found during drought, remembers which paths are safe, remembers other elephants she's known. Her memory keeps the family alive, guides them through hard times. She carries decades of knowledge in her massive wrinkled head. And when she dies, something irreplaceable is lost. But before then, she teaches. The younger elephants watch, learn, absorb her knowledge. The wisdom passes down, generation to generation. Not so different from humans, really. We're not the only ones who remember, who teach, who carry the past forward into the future. All these animals, millions of species, each one doing what it does, living its life, following its nature. The whale sings, the turtle swims, the bird flies, the elephant remembers. They don't question, don't agonize, don't wonder if they're doing it right. They just do it. Trust their instincts, trust their bodies, trust the earth that shaped them. You're an animal too, part of this same family, this same planet. Your body knows things your mind has forgotten. How to breathe, how to heal, how to sleep. You don't have to figure it out. Don't have to try. Your animal body knows, has always known. Trust it the way the turtle trusts its compass, the way the bird trusts its wings. Tonight, while you rest, animals all over the world are living their lives, some sleeping, some hunting, some migrating, some giving birth, some dying. The cycle continues. Life expressing itself in 8.7 million different ways. All of it connected, all of it part of the same web, the same home. You're held in that web, supported by it, part of it. The whale's song vibrates through the same water that makes up most of your body. The bird's magnetic sense comes from the same earth that holds you. The elephant's memory is made of the same neurological processes that create your thoughts. Different, but similar. Separate, but connected. The animals don't worry about tomorrow. Don't regret yesterday. They live now. This moment. This breath. The turtle doesn't stress about the thousands of miles still to swim. She just swims the mile she's in. The bird doesn't panic about the long journey. She just flies this stretch of sky, one wing beat at a time. You can be like them, here now, this moment, this breath, not thinking about tomorrow's tasks or yesterday's mistakes, just being, just resting, just allowing your animal body to do what it knows how to do, which is sleep, deep and restorative and natural. Feel your animal nature, your mammal warmth, your breathing lungs, your beating heart, the same heart that beats in the whale, the same lungs that fill in the elephant. the same breath that moves through the bird. You're part of this, part of the living planet, part of the family. The animals are your companions, sharing this earth, breathing this air, living under these same stars. You're not separate, not alone, not different in any way that matters. Just another form of life, another expression of the Earth's creativity, another way that the universe knows itself. Rest now like the animals rest, completely, without reservation. The elephant sleeps, standing trusting her family to keep watch. The whale sleeps with half her brain, the other half swimming. The bird tucks its head under its wing. Each finds its own way. Each rests completely when rest comes. Your way is here, now, in this darkness, in this safety. Let your animal body take over. It knows what to do, has known since before you were born, before language, before thought, the ancient mammal wisdom that lives in your cells. Trust it. Follow it down into sleep. The whale sings in the deep. The turtle swims in the dark. The bird dreams of sky. The elephant remembers and loves. And you rest, part of it all, connected to everything, safe in the family of life. Sleep now. Your fellow creatures sleep. The earth holds all of you, every animal, every life, every breath. Rest in that belonging, that connection, that ancient unbreakable bond. You are home, you are family, you are held. Sleep. Every day begins the same way. Darkness softening, the eastern horizon glowing, not suddenly, gradually, so slowly you'd miss it if you weren't watching. Gray becoming lighter gray, then pearl, then the faintest blush of pink. Dawn is patient, never rushing, taking its time to transform night into day. The birds know before you do. They sense the coming light somehow, feel it in their tiny bodies, and they begin to sing. One bird first, a single voice in the darkness, then another joins, and another, until the whole forest, the whole garden, the whole world seems to be singing. The dawn chorus, one of the oldest sounds on earth. Each species has its own song, its own time to begin. Robins often sing first while it's still quite dark, then blackbirds, then wrens and sparrows, each adding their voice to the growing symphony. They're not performing, not entertaining, just announcing themselves, claiming territory, greeting the day, saying, I'm here, I made it through the night, here I am again. There's something hopeful in that sound, something that says life continues. The darkness passed, light returns, another day begins. The birds have been singing this same greeting for millions of years. Long before there were humans to hear them, they'll sing long after we're gone. Faithful, reliable, constant as sunrise itself. The light strengthens, colors emerge, green leaves, brown bark, blue sky, the world painting itself back into existence. Everything that was hidden in darkness reveals itself again. Nothing has changed. Everything just waited, resting in the dark, ready to be seen again when morning came. Morning is for beginning, for movement, for activity. Creatures that slept through the night emerge, stretch, begin to search for food. The day's work starts, not rushed, not frantic, just natural, doing what needs to be done, finding breakfast, warming in the growing light, living. But morning doesn't last. The sun climbs higher, the air grows warmer. Morning becomes midday, and midday is different, bright, hot sometimes. The sun directly overhead, shadows small and dark beneath things. This is the time of fullness, peak light, peak warmth, everything in full visibility. Many creatures rest at midday. It's too hot for activity, too exposed. Better to find shade, to wait, to conserve energy. Animals lie in shadows under trees or rocks. Even the air seems to rest. Stillness settles over the world. A pause, a breath held between morning's beginning and evening's end. There's wisdom in this midday rest, recognizing that not every moment is for doing. Some moments are for being, for waiting, for letting the heat pass while you stay still and cool. The world doesn't demand constant activity. It builds in pauses, natural rest periods, times when doing nothing is exactly right. Then the sun begins its descent. Slowly, the way it rose, the light changes, becomes golden, warmer in color even as the air cools. Afternoon light is different from morning light, richer somehow, more saturated. Colors deepen, everything glows. And then comes the most beautiful time, sunset. The sky transforms. The sun approaches the horizon, and the light has to travel through more atmosphere to reach your eyes. Blue wavelengths scatter away. What remains is red, orange, pink, purple. The whole sky becomes a canvas. Clouds catch fire. Everything blazes with color. Each sunset is different. No two exactly the same. The clouds might be different. The dust in the air, the humidity, all of it affects how the light scatters, what colors appear, how intense they are. Every evening, the earth paints a new picture, shows off, creates beauty that lasts minutes, then fades, temporary, precious, gone. Watch a sunset, and something in you quiets, becomes still. The day is ending. The work is finishing. Everything is winding down. The colors tell you this. Say rest is coming. Say darkness will be here soon. Say it's okay to stop, to pause, to let go of the day. As the sun sinks below the horizon, the sky holds color for a while. The afterglow, not as bright as the sunset itself, but still beautiful. Soft purple, deep blue. The gradual transition from day to night. Nothing abrupt, nothing sudden, just gentle fading. Light surrendering to dark, slowly, peacefully. The birds sing again, not the dawn chorus. Something different. Evening song. Quieter. Simpler. Wrapping up the day. Settling into roosting spots. Tucking heads under wings. Preparing for the long dark hours ahead. They don't fear the night. They trust it. Know it will pass. That dawn will come again. Night falls. Full darkness. The sun is gone, now lighting the other side of the world. Stars appear. The moon perhaps if it's the right phase. The world transforms again, not ending, just changing, becoming a different version of itself. The night version, quieter, darker, more mysterious. This is when many creatures sleep, when the day's work is truly done, when there's nothing left to do but rest. The darkness invites it, makes it easy. Without light, activity becomes difficult. Better to stop, to curl up, to close your eyes, to let the night have its way. Night is for rest, for dreams, for letting the body repair itself while consciousness drifts away. The earth itself seems to rest at night. The frenetic energy of day settles into something slower, deeper, more peaceful. Even the air feels different, cooler, stiller, heavier somehow, in a comforting way. You're part of this cycle, always have been. Your body knows it, even if your mind forgets. You're meant to be active in light and restful in darkness. That's how humans evolved, how we're built. The cycle of day and night isn't just happening around you, it's happening in you. Your body temperature drops at night, your metabolism slows, hormones shift. Everything in you prepares for sleep. You don't have to force it, don't have to make it happen. Just allow it. The way the birds allow evening to quiet them, the way the flowers allow darkness to close their petals, the way the whole world allows night to transform it into its resting self. Natural, automatic. Right. The day has passed. Morning came and went. Afternoon arrived and left. Evening blazed and faded. Now it's night, deep night, the time when sleep lives, when rest reigns, when everything that can stop stops and waits for dawn, for light, for the cycle to complete and begin again. But that's hours away. Right now is night. Now is dark. Now is rest. The birds are asleep. The flowers are closed. The sun is gone. And you can sleep too, deeply, completely, trusting that morning will come, that light will return, that the cycle continues, whether you watch it or not. The day is over. Your work is done. The night holds you now. Let it. Let the darkness cradle you. Let the quiet surround you. Let the cycle carry you into sleep, natural as sunrise, inevitable as sunset, perfect as the turn of Earth through space. Rest now. The world rests. You rest. Everything in its time, everything in its rhythm. Day becomes night. Night becomes sleep. Sleep becomes peace. The cycle turns. You turn with it. Down into darkness. Down into rest. Down into the deep, quiet night where sleep lives. Where dreams wait. Where morning is still far away and nothing matters but this breath, this darkness, this peace, sleep, the night way, the natural way, the way the earth intended, complete, deep, sure, 4.5 billion years. That's how old the earth is. 4.5 billion. Try to imagine that span of time. You can't really. The human mind isn't built for numbers that large. Your entire life, from birth to death, is barely a blink. Human civilization, all of recorded history, is less than a heartbeat. The earth has been here so much longer than we can comprehend. Pick up a stone, any stone, hold it in your hand, feel its weight, its coolness, its solid reality. That stone is older than you, probably much older, maybe millions of years old, maybe hundreds of millions. It was here before you were born. It will be here after you're gone. Patient, unchanging, waiting. That stone formed slowly. Rock doesn't happen quickly. It takes time, pressure, heat, minerals crystallizing grain by grain, layer upon layer of sediment pressing down, compacting, hardening, or magma cooling deep underground atoms, arranging themselves into crystal structures. Slow, incredibly slow, but thorough, complete, creating something that lasts. Nothing about stone is rushed. It forms slowly, erodes slowly, changes slowly. A mountain wears down, grain by grain, rain and wind and ice working at it for millions of years. Eventually that mountain becomes sand, becomes soil. But it takes so long, so much patience. The earth has time. It's never in a hurry. Fossils are time made visible. A creature died millions of years ago, fell into mud or sand, was buried, quickly protected from decay. Over vast spans of time, minerals seeped into its bones or shell, replaced the original material molecule by molecule, turned it to stone. The shape remained, the pattern preserved, a message from the deep past, reaching forward to now. Hold a fossil, and you're touching time itself. This trilobite lived 300 million years ago, before dinosaurs, before trees, in an ocean that no longer exists. It crawled across a seafloor that's now a mountaintop. It died and was buried and waited. 300 million years of waiting. And now you hold it, past and present meeting in your hand. The Grand Canyon tells a story in layers. Stand at the rim and look down. The rocks at the top are youngest, still ancient by human standards, but young geologically. As your eyes travel down, you're looking backward through time. Each layer is older than the one above. Different colors, different types of stone, each representing a different era, a different environment, a different world. At the bottom of the canyon, the rocks are nearly 2 billion years old. 2 billion, half the age of the Earth itself. These rocks formed when life was still simple, just bacteria and algae. No animals yet, no plants on land, just the patient Earth building itself, layer by layer, preparing for what would come. The canyon itself was carved by the Colorado River, water flowing over stone. You'd think water would lose that battle. Stone is hard, water is soft, but water is patient. It flows day and night, year after year, millennium after millennium, wearing away the rock grain by grain. And over millions of years, water carves canyons a mile deep. Soft defeats, hard through patience, through time, through never giving up. Everything the earth does, it does slowly. Continents drift at the speed your fingernails grow. Mountains rise, centimeter by centimeter. Oceans widen. Climates shift. Ice ages come and go. All of it happening so gradually that a human lifetime is too short to notice. But it's happening. Always. The earth is always moving, always changing, always becoming something new. And yet it feels permanent, doesn't it? The ground beneath you seems solid, unchanging, eternal. In a way that's true. The changes are so slow, they're invisible to you. For your entire life, the earth will seem stable. The mountains will be in the same places. The continents will look the same. You can trust that stability. Count on it. Rest in it. There's something deeply peaceful about geological time. It puts everything in perspective. Your worries, your problems, your urgent concerns, they're all so brief, so temporary. The stone doesn't care about your deadline. The mountain doesn't notice your stress. They've been here for millions of years. They've seen everything. Storms and earthquakes and ice ages and drought. And they remain patient, unmoved, just being what they are. You can learn from stone how to be patient, how to let things take the time they take, how to not rush, not force, just allow. Allow things to form slowly, allow changes to happen gradually, allow time to do its work. The earth never hurries, never panics, never worries if things are taking too long. It just continues, steady, sure, one day at a time, 1 year at a time, 1 million years at a time. Right now, somewhere rock is forming. Deep underground magma is cooling. At the bottom of the ocean, sediments are settling. In caves, minerals are crystallizing into stalactites, growing slower than slow. Drop by drop, year by year, century by century. No rush, just growth. Patient, inevitable growth. And somewhere rock is eroding. Rain is dissolving limestone. Wind is polishing sandstone. Glaciers are grinding granite, breaking it down grain by grain, returning it to sand, to soil, to the particles it came from. Nothing is permanent, but nothing is wasted either. Just transformation. Rock becoming sand, becoming rock again. The cycle turning so slowly, we can't see it, but always turning, always continuing. You're part of this too. Your body is made of minerals that came from rock. Calcium in your bones was once in stone. Iron in your blood was forged in ancient stars, gathered by earth, cycled through rocks and soil, before ending up in you. You're made of the planet, literally. Elements that have been here for billions of years, temporarily arranged into the pattern called you. When you're gone, those elements will remain. They'll return to the earth, become soil, become rock eventually. Maybe millions of years from now, some of your calcium will be in a fossil, some of your iron in a mountain. You're borrowing these atoms from the earth. They've been recycled countless times before you. They'll be recycled countless times after. Nothing is lost. Nothing ends. Just transformation. Just the patient work of time. Tonight rest like stone rests. Deeply, completely, with the patience of mountains, the steadiness of bedrock. You don't have to accomplish anything while you sleep. Don't have to become anything. Don't have to change, or grow, or improve. Just be, just exist, just rest in your own solid reality, the way a stone rests. Present, real, enough. The earth has all the time in the world, literally. It doesn't rush, doesn't worry, doesn't wonder if it's doing things right. It just continues. One rotation at a time, one orbit at a time, one grain of sand at a time, building canyons, growing mountains, shaping itself slowly into something new while remaining fundamentally itself. You can rest in that rhythm, that patience, that absolute trust in time. Sleep doesn't happen instantly. It comes gradually, like sediment settling, like minerals crystallizing, layer by layer, breath by breath, moment by moment. You sink into it slowly, naturally, the way stone forms, the way canyons deepen, inevitable, patient, sure. Let geological time hold you now. You're lying on rock that's millions of years old. Even if there's carpet and floor between you, the rock is there. The ancient bedrock, the foundation. It's held everything that ever lived on this spot. It will hold everything that ever will. It holds you now, perfectly, completely, without effort. The stone doesn't tire. The mountain doesn't weaken. They just continue. And you can rest on that continuation, that permanence, that patient, solid, absolutely reliable presence. 4.5 billion years of earth beneath you, holding you, supporting you, asking nothing, giving everything. Sleep now, with the patience of stone, the stability of mountains, the trust of the ancient earth. Time is on your side, always has been, always will be. Everything takes the time it takes. Sleep takes the time it takes. Don't rush, don't force, just allow, like the earth allows. Patient, sure, eternal. Rest, deep as bedrock, old as mountains, patient as stone. The earth holds you, time holds you, and sleep is here, slow and sure, inevitable as erosion, gentle as settling sand, complete as crystallizing stone. Let time do its work. Let the earth hold you. Let sleep come, slowly, perfectly, in its own time, the only time that matters. Now, we've traveled far tonight, through water and air, through forests and deserts, down into the deep ocean and up to mountain peaks, across grasslands, and through time itself. But really, we haven't gone anywhere at all. We've been right here, on Earth, on this beautiful blue planet, home. And what have we learned? Not facts to memorize, not lessons to remember, just gentle truths, quiet reminders of what you've always known, but perhaps forgotten. That you're held, that you're safe, that you're part of something much larger than yourself. The water that flows through your veins once flowed through ancient oceans. The oxygen you breathe was made by trees and tiny ocean creatures. The calcium in your bones came from rock. The iron in your blood was forged in the heart of a dying star, billions of years ago, long before Earth existed. You are made of stardust. Literally, every atom in your body, except hydrogen, was created inside a star. Those stars lived and died, exploded, scattered their elements across space. Those elements drifted, gathered, formed our sun, our earth, eventually became you. You are the universe looking at itself, made of stars, made of water, made of the same substance that makes mountains and oceans and trees. There is no separation, no boundary between you and the world. You are Earth. Earth is you. The same atoms, the same patterns, the same ancient patient processes. Tonight, you've felt it, haven't you? That connection. The way ocean water is like your blood. The way your breathing matches the rhythm of waves. The way trees breathe out what you breathe in. The way gravity holds you like an embrace. The way the magnetic field protects you without asking. The way soil supports everything. The way mountains stand patient while you rest. All of it working together. All of it connected. You included, not separate, not alone. Part of the whole, part of the living, breathing, turning earth. You belong here. You always have. You always will. The earth takes care of you. Every moment, every breath. It filters the sunlight to keep you safe. It cycles water to keep you alive. It grows food from soil. It spins to give you day and night. It orbits to give you seasons. All of it happening automatically, faithfully, without pause, without complaint. You don't have to earn this care, don't have to deserve it. It's just given, freely, constantly. The way a parent cares for a child, the way the ocean holds up anything that floats, the way gravity keeps you grounded, unconditional, reliable, always there. And the earth has time, so much time. 4.5 billion years it's been here. It will be here billions more. Your lifetime, long as it seems to you, is just a moment to earth. A single breath, a heartbeat. But the earth holds you for that entire heartbeat, cradles you through your brief, precious moment of existence, gives you everything you need. Water to drink, air to breathe, food to eat, beauty to see, sounds to hear, the smell of rain, the feel of grass, the sight of stars, the warmth of sun, the cool of shade, all of it gifts, all of it provided without asking, just given, because you're here, because you're alive, because you're part of this. Tonight, you've rested in many places, on the ocean surface, in a meadow, under ancient trees, in the quiet desert, on mountain slopes, each place holding you differently, but all of them holding you, all of them saying the same thing. You are welcome here. You are safe here. You belong here. And now it's time to rest completely, to let go fully, to surrender to sleep, the way a leaf surrenders to wind, the way rain surrenders to gravity, the way rivers surrender to the pull of the ocean. Natural, easy, right. The earth will keep working while you sleep. The ocean will keep circulating. The trees will keep breathing. The wind will keep blowing. The magnetic field will keep protecting. The ground will keep supporting. Nothing stops. Nothing pauses. The earth continues its patient work, taking care of everything, taking care of you. You don't have to stay awake. Don't have to keep watch. The earth is watching. The mountains stand guard. The ocean keeps its rhythm. The stars keep shining. Everything continues. Everything is fine. You can rest, deeply, completely, safely. Tomorrow, the sun will rise. Light will return. The day will begin again. The birds will sing. The flowers will open. Life will continue its beautiful, endless cycle. But that's tomorrow. Right now is night. Right now is rest. Right now is sleep. Let yourself sink now, all the way down, into the darkness, into the quiet, into the deep, peaceful place where sleep lives, where dreams wait, where nothing is required of you except to be. to exist, to rest. You are held by earth, by gravity, by air, by the patient turning of the planet through space. You are part of the cycle, part of the pattern, part of the eternal dance of matter and energy that makes up everything. You are stardust, you are ocean, you are mountain, you are forest, you are all of it, and all of it is you, connected, whole, complete. Rest now. The earth rests with you. The night holds you both. Sleep comes like dawn, inevitable, gentle, perfect. You are home. You have always been home. You will always be home. Sleep well, dear traveler. Sleep deep. Sleep long. The earth keeps watch. The universe cradles you. And all is well. All is well. All is well.